Well, let's just get it off our chest right now. I, too, am gonna take the controversial stance that dying sucks. Hello, hello. How's everyone doing? I just like seeing that as the first comment. Dying sucks. You know what really gets my goat? Dying. Hopefully, we are all doing well. No potential deaths, dyings, except for the slow dying pisses me off. Freaky, it gets me heckin' mad. I hate it when I'm dying. You know, we're all slowly, you know, like that's the thing, right? We're all slowly decaying as our mortal shell, goes through the heat death of the universe. But at least we're good now. We're fine right now. It's definitely, it's a very interesting way to start the stream. Not me, I'm gonna clone my mind. I'm gonna live forever. I mean, then this game might be up your alley. I'm not sure how they live forever, but apparently it's a huge thing. Though to be fair, it's also in the year 2329, so we might be a little ways off. Hello, hello, Lion Teamers. Welcome, welcome. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. How about all you guys? How is everyone doing? Hopefully well. No crazy, nothing crazy. We haven't figured out immortality by 2,300. We're throwing. We're not locked in. We're not into the game at that point if we can't live forever by 2,300. I feel like it's gonna be the opposite. I'd be shocked if, like, we survive that long. Good memes. I have seen some of the backlog. I have seen them. The cool videos. The freaking Death Race Mustang. Which, of course, you know, who wouldn't want a car that looks like that, you know? That was in the cool videos, not the memes. But the memes themselves. Very relative, very nice. Hell freezing over because there's a town in Norway called Hell. Though it does make me wonder if that's real. Isn't there a town like Helvetia or something like that? I don't remember. I mean, we're already living to 78 on average before COVID. True. I mean, yeah, when you consider our natural lifespan and like averages or like above averages even, like some people are like, yeah, I'm like 110. And that's people who are like purposely trying to throw, you know? I think we talked about this before, but there was like a World War II veteran or something, and he lived to like 110 or something more, and he got interviewed, and they're like, "How? Like, what do you do? Like, what's your routine?" He's like, "I smoke cigars, I eat bacon, I drink like whiskey, like." Just the most, like, this guy should not be surviving, but somehow he is. Like, all the while you have the super rich guy who's trying to like reverse age by like he's like bleeding out his son and like taking his blood. He's trying to live forever. I like the one showing memes with the demon. True. Me and Hell showing Satan my meme collection that got me there. And then, of course, yeah, I saw Ghost Kittens that I didn't have a chance. She freaking bombed the meme page. There's hundreds of memes, but they're all bangers. If dare I say, they're all bangers. They're all classic memes. Especially this one. Jake is the type of guy to look up and down when crossing a road. He mummified his organs with tar and liquor. I mean, I am curious on how long that guy lived. I doubt I could ever find the guy again, but it was some interview that I bumped into because the whole like YouTube rabbit hole, and yeah, it's just like guy lives to 115. He's just like, I smoke like 12 cigars a day. I always drink alcohol and bacon. I like to die before I lose my sanity like an old politician. I don't know. It might be fun to go senile, you know? Especially because, let's be honest, you get free reign. Like, you know, it's like angry old people. Like, people hate them, but they tolerate them. Because, like, well, you're just an angry old guy. And you're like, this is fantastic. I can shake my fist at whoever I want. It's a video. There's a video showing Joe Biden speeches from 2008 to 2024. It's depressing. I feel like that's a Pandora's box. I feel like it's depressing to see any form of American politics. like it doesn't matter who you're watching. If you're watching one side or the other, it's sad. The funny video, Sniper TF2. Yeah, that one was a good one too. Freaking Snowball. That's a guy who never showered for 40 years and smoked animal dung out of a pipe. He lived to 94. Do you know what's even funnier about that? Because I know the exact guy you're talking about. He was afraid of bathing because he thought it made you, like, sicker. They managed to bathe him, and then he died the next day. So he wasn't wrong. Though, to be fair, he did a lot of freaky stuff, and he lived at, like, yeah, like 94. But he, like, lived out in, like, a desert somewhere or something like that. That was the story that I heard, anyway. I want to be 70 and pretend that I'm senile so that I can shit my pants and people just blame it on me being old. See, now that's the sucky part of being old. Like, there's not a good thing when you're like, oh, I'm going to just freaking sit here and freaking shit my pants or something. It's like, there's no good thing with that, right? Like, you're over here, you know, crinkling with adult diapers or something, you know. There's like a level of being, you know, like, oh, this is demeaning. This isn't fun. It's good if you pay someone a lot of money to clean you. It's good if you've got the money. That's like most things in America, though. Did you see my taco emote submission? I did. I did see the emote submission. My only question with it, though, is I don't know if I would be able to erase the background. It's a very good emote. Along with the Legend of Zelda one. But I don't know if I would be able to remove the red and just have the taco that spills his guts out. Because if I remove the red, there's a good chance the tomatoes would disappear as well. I'd have to see. Either that or it's going to be a big blocky, you know. It's going to be a big blocky emote. But yeah, all you have to do is get a lot of money and then go to the old folks' home, but like a good old folks' home. The Legend of Zelda one is a good second choice, but I like the taco one more. True, I like the taco one more too. It's just, if I can't remove the red, it would just be a big red square. But I'd have to find a way to like remove the color, which isn't impossible. But I think that's usually why they want it to be like a green background or a blue background. Because you can usually, you know, basically green screen it out. We already have a big potato square though. Yeah, but that's just a face, basically. Also, I try to put the those emotes directly on the Discord first. I don't know how visible it would be. I would be curious to see, because it's very small. But I will attempt. There will be an attempt. What the fuck is this? It's a tanuki. We've had this. I think we've had this problem repeatedly. Maybe the tanuki might have to go. But yeah, it's just a really close up on a tanuki. The best thing ever. That's what. You gonna do my last emote? What was your last emote? I'd have to check. Let's see, what was the last emote? Well, the last emote, as good as it is, I think you can just already do that. Don't remove it. Isn't that like a thing you can already do, is like modify something? Plus, I've never even, I know where it's from, Ware Cleaners, but never even played Ware Cleaners. It's one of my favorites. The Tanuki does, it just has a good derpy face. Honestly, that was the funniest part about it for me. Just like the zoomed in, just like, ah. Then play it. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. We'll never know. Tell me I'm pretty. Whoa, what kind of stream we doing here? You are very as there's a knife with a tanuki with a knife. You are very pretty. Like, did you want me to say that here or like somewhere in specific? Did you want me to say it specifically somewhere or? Your truck is prettier. That's a weird thought, that you look at a human being and you're like, ah, that's just a dude, and then you look at a truck and you're like, whoa, whoa, wee, whoa. like, whoa, whoa. Let's not get weird with cars or trucks or anything. I bet there's people that are like that, though. There has to be. I mean, come on. We live in the 21st century. If there aren't weirdos trying to do things with cars. Well, I think that, yeah. There is a slippery slope of Cars Rule 34, I'm sure. Let's be honest. Everything has a Rule 34. That's the rule. That's a slippery slope we're going down. I mean, it's believable, yeah. Somebody did try. I like the word try, though. Like, they attempted it, but it didn't work out. So they're like, oh, maybe I've gone too far. Like, they didn't do it, but they attempted it. They tried. Let's see. I will save this wear cleaners emote. We might not put it on the stream, but I will see if I can plop it in the Discord. I can send you the video. I don't think that's a video I'd want to see. I don't think there's any benefit aspect of that video. Also, we've lived in weird times. There's weirder videos that I'm sure we've all seen, or just images in general. The fact that there's a video, though, is even more concerning. What was the first video that was like that, though? Like, I know I'm thinking of one, and I feel like it was like Hands or something like that. I can't remember what the guy's name was, but like, that was a huge thing. That was like, oh, this is the craziest, you know. We lived in weird times. Yeah, Mr. Hands. I knew there was some, like, freaky thing. Yeah, he died from it. Yeah, I do remember that. But to be fair, I feel like, you know, when you're playing with fire, or in his case, playing with what he played with, you know, you're playing your own version of Russian roulette at that point. But the fact that there was a every day we stray further from God's light. You finally get the fell bleach in your eye. See, the good thing is I can just avoid it. He was like an engineer too. Look, the guy clearly had his own situation going on. I don't think it matters if he was an engineer or, like, you know, I don't know, what's like a demeaning job that people like, oh, he was a freaking street sweeper or something. I don't know, like, I feel like if your plan is doing that, you're probably already screwed, you know? I think you're taking something I'm saying too far. I mean, I don't know what it could be. I didn't think I was taking anything too far. I'm taking Mr. Hands too far. Because he was his own thing. And then I know you mentioned the whole car thing. It just went down a rabbit hole is all. but they're good comparisons. Both are weird. Only one, I imagine, ended in death. Well, one is confirmed ended in death. The car one, I guess it could. I guess it depends on what you're doing with the car, you know. But in terms of what I'm taking too far, I mean, it's more or less just people in general. I guess is what you're assuming. I'm not sure. But we live in weird times. The video is on YouTube. See, that's the thing, though, is there's a lot of weird things. You see, that doesn't change anything. You're like, the video's on YouTube. Yeah, like, yeah, that's where a lot of weird, cursed videos are. Yeah, like, yeah, I got that. But why would I want to see that? So the fact that you're like, I think you're taking something I'm saying too far, and then you're like, yo, there's this video. YouTube is a weird place. 1 minute, they're like, yo, you said too many curse words. We're gonna, like, take down this video. And then the next minute, they're like, okay, this is educational. All the while, it's a guy doing whatever he's doing. But it's different. It's, you know, YouTube has good policies with no negative drawbacks. Sorry, sometimes I explain stuff wrong. It's all good. It's more or less me trying to understand, because, like, obviously there is always a delay. So it's like, wait, what did I say? And, you know. HTTP Neon Jelly, thank you for the follow. It's very much appreciated. If you do any streaming yourself, you will 100% be added on the old host list. And I said that. I said that wrong. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. 90% of streaming is flubbing words, you know, just saying words wrong. I will say that is probably one thing that streaming has helped me with, like, because you're constantly talking. So it's like, you know, speeding up and reading, talking, narrative speaking. It pays off. And they said there weren't any skills associated with it. There's just that awkward moment, though. You're welcome. See, the awkward moment, though, is when you first start. I think I had this conversation with a lot of people where it's like you're talking to yourself. Because, you know, yeah, everybody's got to start somewhere. I'm still starting somewhere. But there is a lot of you just talking to yourself. It's the first hurdle. But the emotes, I will check them out. I probably will put the Wear Cleaners one on the Discord. Don't know if anything will ever come of the other ones. I feel like there's a sketchy line, because even though the Link one is really good, Nintendo has a freaking chokehold on most things. So that one will be iffy. I hate the Cybertrucks is coming to Fortnite. What hasn't Fortnite purchased? What's an IP that Fortnite doesn't own? Eventually, Fortnite's just gonna buy out Call of Duty. There's gonna be like a Call of Duty Fortnite crossover. It just becomes one massive battle royale. The trailer for it is so wrong. It just makes me concerned. Now I'm more or less curious. Let's see. Let's see what happens when we type it in. Okay, like there is a huge list. This just kind of goes back to my original problem with Fortnite. Who is it advertised for? We were talking about weird things that people have done. Because he said a truck looked pretty, and so it just made me think that it's like, huh, like people have done weird things. It's a rabbit hole of conversation, you know. I mean, I feel like I don't even have to watch it. Yeah, they're definitely trying to sell it though. It's like hauling a tank. Like even looking at the preview, like, oh man, this truck. Which again goes back to my original problem. Who is trying to sell children? I'm assuming, because again, when you think of Fortnite, you would think the major audience is probably like young adults at best. You know, you're probably thinking, you know, 10 to maybe 20 years old. You know, let's just say that. Who in their right mind is, yo, get the Cybertruck. You're cool if you own a Cybertruck. The TLC guy that's in love with his car. Okay, so Soap might know who you're talking about. There's a lot of weird people, is what I was trying to get at with the whole like, hey, somebody's probably done that with a car, right? You know, and lo and behold, it seems like, yes. We live in strange times. But yeah, the whole Fortnite freaking Tesla Cybertruck. Oof. Fish Sticks literally blows a kiss like he's cool with the Tesla. I think Fortnite needs to relax. It's just weird branding. You know, like I guess that's my thing, like, and maybe this is the old man in me, but like, usually there's a reason. Everything is a product, blah blah blah. There's a lot of I love smelling my dog. Okay, I will say that does deserve an exclamation mark. Or at best a question mark. Please elaborate. I mean, I've smelled the general aura of a dog, and 9 times out of 10, it's like dog breath or like grass. So I guess you're smelling grass. She just has that good doggy smell. Maybe the dogs that I've smelled, they haven't recently gotten bathed. Which I guess that's fair. Like, hey, like a fresh bathed dog is like, okay, it smells clean, rather than, yeah, like a dog that's just been rolling around in the yard for 30 minutes. But we'll never know with Fortnite. Fortnite will indeed haunt our lives, the rest of our lives. Going for a run for a little. You're flexing on all of us over here, using momentum in your legs and moving. We're over here, strapped to the seat. Everybody else is strapped down, watching the live stream. I've gotten to everyone else, you know. I was able to lock them in, but but we need to start the game. Which, to be fair, I'm actually pretty excited for this game. Like, everything about it is stuff that I enjoy. It's a futuristic-y, dystopian detective game. Sounds like a lot of fun. But I'm pretty sure it's going to take more than one stream. So this will be potentially a very rare back-to-back stream. They're very rare indeed. There is a warning somewhere in here. Epilepsy warning and content warning. There's some stuff in it. It's sensitive. You've been debriefed. If you haven't read that. There's no way of rewinding unless you're on the VOD. I already fiddled with the settings, so as you can see, this is Nobody Wants to Die. We're in the future. We're here to figure out why nobody wants to die and how these people keep exploding under my watch. I don't know why I've adopted this voice, but turns out I have. I don't think anybody could take the protagonist seriously if that's how he sounded. But yeah, I am ready for this game. I've set up everything already. And I'm ready to be a miserable detective. I'm gonna get the wrong person under arrest, you know, see how much I can ruin.
Living in pain, plagued by sickness, haunted by your own looming mortality? Not anymore. Now there's Icarite, a technological miracle that lets us transfer consciousness from one body to another. That's right, humanity's wildest dream has been fulfilled. The dream of immortality.
What is this, Fallout 4?
Now, when sickness or old age starts
How did you
dragging
know?
you down,
This is the sequel.
you can bid on a brand new body at your local government auction house.
That's the creepy
Give
part.
yourself and your loved ones a new lease on life.
That
And
feels
don't
like it would
forget,
cause
the
way
body
too many
subscription service
problems.
is mandatory for all citizens 21 and older. So protect your investment. Always avoid illicit substances.
Like you marry,
Never skip any mandated shell
you marry your
inspections.
wife, and then they're like,
And
"Oh,
prioritize your well-being.
I want to
Physical,
look different."
psychological, and especially
And you're like,
financial.
"Well, I guess, but like,
will result in your body being submitted to a
you look totally different. You know, I don't know if I would have dated this person.
Any and all violations will be prosecuted.
Luckily, their personality would be the same. I would hope. The freaking rain physics.
Don't you know who the murderer is?
Hang on. Freaking hang on, lady. Jesus. Maybe turning everything onto epic. To be fair, I didn't do this, but let's see. Let's tone this down a bit.
That's not the point.
Okay.
And at least tell me what's going on.
What if we just don't answer? What if this is the don't answer run? I don't know, man. Could do the don't answer run. Don't answer.
Hey, doesn't the hero die at the end?
Yeah.
And he accomplishes what? Anything?
No.
What a
not
bummer.
really. But he tries his best.
I could just not answer. You know what I mean? You know, it's the same art style as the Voltec videos. Oh, yeah. Silent Lee Walking Dead run win. I already tried to do that. The game kept crashing. What the heck is that? Man, this lady is very patient with me. It's been like 3 minutes. Yeah. I'll talk to you eventually, but not now.
I tried to, you know.
She needs someone to listen, not to speak, you know? That's the thing. My brain! I've got the brain vision. Those were a lot of pills. I don't think I'm doing all right. I think you already chose the don't answer button when you took 25 seconds to click don't answer. It's just funny on how, well, I guess now it makes sense. That's all in my head, but like, I thought it was a
All
person.
units, code 305. Prohibition violation at intersection of...
Breaking news. The president today signed into law a controversial bill reducing the age limit for free body subscription.
I need more funny pills.
Despite earlier promises to the contrary.
Fucking politics.
Ambrosia, I think is what it's called. Well, yeah, I answered that. Why has it got a happy face on it, and why does it look like this when I pick it up?
It used to give a bigger kick.
Freaking, it's so hard to like. Screw it, I'll just tilt my head. Suitable for all body ages. Contents 80 pills. Last opened. That's an interesting feature. Having a pill bottle that tells you when you last opened it. What is this? A balanced compound of necessary minerals and ingredients to combat a range of negative synchronization symptoms. I just don't like on how the pills have freaking smiley faces on them. Congratulations on your new body. May it serve you for many years.
Another 100 fucking years of work and taxes.
Just let me die. That doesn't make any sense. You're like, couldn't you just deny doing this? Can you just be like, I'll just die? They're like, no. You're not allowed to do that. Yeah. Body lending agreement number blah, blah, blah. For an indefinite period signed on this day, October 9th, 2329, at the Consciousness Transmission Center, New York City, between James Cara holding ID blah, blah, blah. Hereinafter referred to as the recipient and the Office of Health. Hereinafter referred to as the lender, subject of the contract body, age 42. Whoa. Are you saying I'm 40? Hey, give me that. You telling me I'm 40? Referred to as the lender, subject of the contract body. Age 42, height 6 feet, weight 163 pounds, male, gray eyes, class E, discount 50%. Distinctive features, barcode on right forearm, numerous scars on legs. Recipient is obliged to abide by the general rules of use regulated by the Code of Bodies under the penalty of a fine, imprisonment, and or loss of right to use the aforementioned body. All necessary actions to restore and or maintain full bodily functions as specified under the penalty of a fine and or loss right use of the afore. So am I the body? Or is this the body I'm getting? It's already 40 years old. It's an old body. Also, the sensitivity, I never thought I would say this, is pretty freaking high. I'm gonna try turning it up one more. I don't know, it chugged pretty bad the moment it... I'm hoping high is good enough. Can I not? Where's the sensitivity? Or turn it down just a smidge. Okay. High is the middle ground. Epic was a no-go. New York Daily. Wow, we still have newspapers in the year 2329. And they only cost $1. Jesus. What the heck? What are they doing? A great gesture from a great man. Edward Green sponsors Central Park exhibition. This Friday, treasures commemorating the heritage of the old continent will fill Central Park. Free admission for all New York residents. Thanks to the generosity of well-known politicians and philanthropist Edward Green. Read on page 3 through 5. Crisis, pass or veto. Congress is now backing down on a controversial bill that lowers the cutoff age for free body subscriptions from 21 to 20. Oh my god. The president says he will consider all options, but has not ruled out a veto. Read on page 6. Scandal on TV. Drake star leaving the days of eternal life. The heartbreak behind the decision. A moral scandal of a body in which he does not feel like himself. True, like, acting would be weird too, because, like, you could be famous for your voice, and then you switch bodies, and then you're like, you sound like a chipmunk or something. Sound like you've inhaled helium. Weather forecasters anticipate moderate air pollution. Standard decontamination procedures apply. Slight chance of showers with occasional thunderstorms. Temps ranging from a low of 57 to a high 62. Back at you, Tim. My car is beeping. Never mind, it's my earpiece.
Kara, how you feeling?
Ready to get back in the saddle, Chief. I sent you the papers.
Oh, I know. I'm looking at them. Can you hear this?
Fuck! What are you... Don't tear them up!
How dare you?
Fuck.
That's
The
my life
accident was
work.
Barely 2 weeks ago. Look, the committee already thought you were a hot mess. Trying to come back this soon? That's just got them convinced. You know fucking medical miracle, James.
Okay, well this time I have to answer. About all that overtime.
I've been in this department for half a century. It'd be a whole century if you counted all that overtime. All that off-the-books overtime. Bet the committee would love to get an earful of that.
Damn you, Kara.
Come on, Chief. You gotta let me come back.
My hands are tied. Officially.
Yeah? So unofficially, I'm all
It'd be a
ears.
shame if you
Case. Discreet.
appeared.
I'm listening.
You'd be doing a favor for a guy whose signature trumps every test and commission out there.
I'll take it.
Yes! I owe you, Chief. Goddamn sick leave had me climbing the walls.
Not another word or I'll change my mind. Also, without your sync tests, can't get you back in the system. So I'm gonna put you with a liaison officer. She'll be the one with full access.
A babysitter? Fucking
Never mind, I
hell.
changed my mind.
You asked for it, Sunshine. Wait, I'll put her on.
I thought he was putting her on? Let's see the, oh, it's got the physics. This is where all the processing's going in. This is why the game is running so poorly for me.
More and more smugglers getting caught. Lucky for me.
So alcohol isn't allowed. I guess it would be because it ruins your body? Question mark? Would they care? I mean, I wouldn't think they would, but I guess they would want to minimize death as much as possible. It says something really small. May cause blindness to all your something. I have no idea what that says. I also don't care enough. This is a big gun. Surely there's no harm in look at, you know, is the thing loaded? I think I see a bullet in there. Clearly I know all about gun safety, just wiggling it around.
Sullivan. Saved my ass more than once.
Man. Freaking big gun. New York Hellhounds. For the stubbornest, most talented bastard I've ever known, Coach TH06072231. Is that guy dead? I'm locked into my own car.
Fucking lock.
This doesn't seem safe. Times Square,
That's for the
Manhattan.
brave new world. So immersive you could drown. But of course drowning is forbidden. Blocked like any other exit from paradise.
Kara? James? Kara? No, fuck that. No
Whoa.
way. Forget it,
There's a
James.
city
You're already on the line.
upside down on the city.
James, Sarah Cott, Sarah, James Carrot. Let me go pull some strings. Back at him.
He dropped us into some
Sure.
bullshit, didn't he?
And I had such good stats up to now. Crap.
Yeah, I'm fucking thrilled to be working with you, too.
What can I say? Your reputation precedes you, especially after you fucked up half the city with that train.
It's a closed case.
Is closed.
Look, I did my job, okay?
That's it.
Of course. Guys like you get away with bloody murder.
Guys like me.
I'm feeling a lot of
What's
sass
that
here.
supposed to mean?
As if you don't know. As if your MLB career makes no difference at all.
Hey, I've carried a fucking badge for this city since before your parents were born.
Okay, I'm back. You two are best friends now, right? Sarah, I've sent you all
We're
the
clearly
authorizations. Forward
a
and
good
back to
team.
care.
Good
James,
cop, bad
no
cop.
need for bragging. You know what they say. Show, don't tell. Steiner out.
All right, let's get the show on the road. I need the address of the nearest post office.
Fine.
Just got back from running to my school and back in the rain too. It fits. We're in the rain here, you're in the rain there.
James, my hair's turning gray here.
This feels
Post office.
incredibly unsafe though.
That girl in the hat overshadows more and more of the city, doesn't she?
Now. Sorry?
Or the one from the body auction ad?
I haven't seen it.
How could you not see it? It's on every goddamn corner.
Yeah, and it's massive. Look at that. That lady's huge.
Looks like TS-45-7.
You're in Times Square?
The best movies.
Last place they play good old-fashioned crime stories.
Apparently that affects the
Yeah.
story.
You like watching how the cops used to do it?
Detectives, not cops. Big difference.
I'll take your word for it. Okay, movie buff. Go for the package. Platform 53D, Terminal 3.
Oh, I wanted to look around more. Also, this window isn't very good. I can't see through anything. Start engine. Is there anything else I can do in my car? Freaking old-timey flying car. This has a very BioShock. The purple Nurple? Why is a movie theater called that?
Any goal is better than inactivity. An alternative to focusing
No
on the
more looking,
symptoms
sorry.
and the memories. I'm 120 years old.
I'm so freaking
Strength
old.
left to keep recalling the past.
I'm so freaking old. Oh. I guess it's one of those, you know, we're getting real cyberpunky where, you know, the windows are only active when I turn the engine on. Hang on, I don't need to see where I'm driving, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is a very nice car. It's all muscle memory. I was wondering why I was so zoomed in. It, like, held it. What's the wheel say? Bluebird. We got a Bluebird base car. That guy cut me off.
Look, James, we got off on the wrong foot.
I'm a detective. I'll just give him a ticket or something.
It happens.
Eh.
You don't need to apologize.
Oh, I know, and I'm not going to. I want you to understand, I'm in the home stretch for a fat promotion. I've been working my ass off, so I can't afford any mistakes right now.
She just
And,
wants the
you know,
promotion.
you're sort of notorious for unconventional methods.
She's not in it for the thrill.
Oh, come on. Everybody knows you don't give two greasy rat shits about regulations. The only thing I ask is that we act professionally, okay?
Sorry, can't hear you over all the noise.
Great. Real mature.
I'm a hardened detective. I'm allowed to drink and drive.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
You would think it would look a lot more futuristic.
Hey, Sarah. You know why the
Yeah, it
cops
has
got
like a
called
very
to the baseball
BioShock
game?
vibe.
Somebody's
Very like retro, like Fallout.
Oh, for fuck's sake, James.
Retro yet futuristic.
Dad jokes?
If I'm 100 and I haven't made millions, it's over. It's like retro futurism. I like it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is a very common theme. Like, you're so far in the future, it gets kind of classic-y. The weirdest thing is the paper. Freaking newspaper. Like, you're telling me I'm in the future and I'm still reading from a newspaper? I'll accept the flying, like, old-timey future car. Man. This is burning a lot of fuel. Also, I'm just leaving my door open. The cyberpunk newspaper tablets are so dumb. There'd be newspapers in the future. There'd be no newspapers in the future of any kind. I mean, yeah, like, it's definitely a very strange concept.
Enter your full name and shipping code.
James Cara 77112P.
I don't even have to type it.
Police shipment. Additional verification.
That's how far in the
required.
future we are.
Enter badge number.
984.
No authorization.
Shit. Sarah, I need access.
Oh, right. Enter my number. 116739.
Thanks.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you saying
116-739.
Thank you. The package is on
I
its way.
had such a small
Hope you
number?
enjoy
Is
it.
that because I'm so old that I got, like, it's issued per person? So, yeah, she's, like, freakishly new, and I'm, like, this dinosaur. But I'm only, like, 100 years old. That's not that bad. That's not that
Have
bad,
you
is
opened
it?
yet?
1 second. I have to move my car.
I'm not moving my car. I'm gonna have a nice look at the city.
No matter how much time each of us
And
has,
monologue to myself.
haste is baked into the city's DNA. They've got a monopoly.
I can see us getting all our news from a chip or something.
Pretty much everything you need to
It's gonna be implanted directly into our brains. Like these giant hologram advertising.
The past 50 years, prices for B and C class bodies.
It seems a bit much for advertisement.
It's not an auction anymore. It's some fucking exclusive bidding club.
Yeah, I would think 100's pretty young in a world where you live forever. That's what I'm saying. That's like 2 bodies. And here I am being like, I've lived for far too long. I'll move my car when I'm ready. I'm parked here. Remember to send. There's got to be something on this, right? Right? Or is it just very picky? Maybe it's just... Maybe there is nothing here. It's just weirding me out, because everything else has like a clue or some sort of dialogue option. Oh well. Yeah, I'm moving my car. Jesus, you can't have a moment in the city. Why is there a big-ass bridge? It literally serves no purpose. Maybe people gotta walk, you know? people gotta walk still. I might need to play this just because BioShock. Yeah, I saw this and it felt like an immediate purchase that I needed to do, because like I do like the cyberpunk genre, and then yeah, like the BioShocky feel and the detective work that apparently this game has. Like, it's just a good solid game. How much? It was like right now it's on sale. It's like $22.90 something, so it added up to about like $24. You're not reinstated yet? No worries. Surely I won't do anything illegal. That would never happen.
This information is confidential and will be automatically destroyed after reading. Select a section to read the file.
Sounds concerning. Vic.
Subject's name is Edward Green.
Who?
Hard to confuse this mug with anybody else. Green's sponsoring some kind of exhibition in Central Park.
Yeah, we
Saw
read him in the
news
newspaper.
earlier.
Oh, yeah. I heard about that. Let me look it up. Yep. It's supposed to be in a few days.
He'll have to get back on his feet pretty damn fast then.
Okay, Green, Edward.
Expensive. Well, it could be.
Sarah? You okay?
With AAA gaming being like $70, that's
I'm reading up on
expensive.
Green. Holy fuck! You know who this guy is?
Yeah,
Relax.
it's fine.
Routine job.
This guy's just a
My ass. What am I
guy.
supposed to do?
Let's
Get in,
mission.
fully Icarite, delivered to the Consciousness Transmission Center. No sweat.
You're telling me the Covenant Chief, the guy who used to be the Secretary of Health, his Icarite's just lying around in a dead body?
Well, where
Fucking
else is it
hell,
supposed
why
to
isn't this
go?
going through official channels?
So we can prevent a scandal. Yeah.
Been a scandal. Keep his name out of the mud.
You know what could happen if the Icarite of a guy like Green fell into the wrong hands? And the fewer people know about it, the better.
The atmosphere's tense because of this bill to reduce free body subscriptions.
We're getting a new BioShock soon, and
Look on
also a
the bright
BioShock
side.
spiritual
I'm betting
successor
Green's
called
gratitude
Judas in
gets some gas in
2025.
that dream promotion of yours.
Where's his body?
Sounds very nice. I know there's a TV show coming out for BioShock soon, too, on Netflix, but I could be wrong.
Fifth Avenue, top floor.
Looks like it's Green's own
22 is
apartment.
damn cheap for a game
You'll
released
get
a
a
few
chance to
days
see the
ago.
wannabe
I mean,
Olympus
yeah.
with your own eyes.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
All right, I'm all up to speed.
Then let's get on with it.
Attention, documentation will be
Judas is made by the
automatically
original
destroyed.
writer of Bioshock 1 and Infinite, I think. Which is
James,
good, because
I know
Bioshock
you're
1
not
was
reinstated
primo.
yet,
Infinite,
but
I
have
didn't
you
hate it,
recovered
but
from the accident?
it was alright.
Like, mentally, I mean?
Yeah, I haven't seen any hallucinations of women.
Thanks for the concern.
I'm great.
Never felt better.
There's
I'll ping you
no
when I get
negative repercussions to my
Far
brain
out.
right now. Speaking of my brain, where's my pills? I need my ambrosia pills. My brain, it's exploding out my ears. The fact that he just like throws the whole bottle back, yet somehow gets just the right amount of pills that he needs.
So I took this job. I'd take any job at that point, even though political cases fester like rust-laced wounds.
I freaking lagged out.
I was off to hang out with high society, of which I always had a low opinion. Maybe because it consisted mostly of low people.
Okay, so yeah, this is the loading screen. I loved Infinite.
This
Burial at
altitude
Sea was
here
peak.
so clean that
It was
without
released
smoke,
too soon, in my
it's beginning
opinion.
to suffocate.
So, okay, I was about to say, like, we having flashbacks? What is all this? Just like, oh, embers. Yeah. What the heck?
Shit.
James.
Also, did I just
camera.
contaminate? I just like
Supposed to be an
threw
accident.
a
Fuckers hanging
cigarette.
from the last cherry tree.
What do you mean the last? Like, last?
Mm-hmm.
Also, we're not gonna put out that fire.
Let's
Found
pull
more
the
cursed
cigarette and
Tesla
get out of
Fortnite.
here.
It's in memes. Felt appropriate. Enter caps to enter hint mode. Screw that noise. I don't need no hint. I can detective.
Huh. Didn't they have wings?
Horses?
No, Pegasi.
Sarah, that's a horse.
Yeah,
Pegasi are mythical creatures.
you fool.
Some paleontologist you are. These days, horses are mythical too.
Mythical animals are fiction.
No, mythical animals are fictional.
Oh my god,
They
she's
never existed.
stupid.
Horses are extinct, like dinosaurs.
Of course. Thanks for the lecture, Professor.
Hey, you asked for it.
James, end of topic.
Yeah, you zoomer. Like, it just turns into the character being this like old man, like. Whoa. The heck? Things are like disappearing when I get close to them. I guess that's so it doesn't get too busy. Horses are mythical, right?
And here he scores a few points.
Points? For what?
This engine could push a car up past 120 miles per hour.
Oh, he's got
running on
old-timey
gasoline
technology.
on the ground.
Oh my
You know, It's hard
god.
enough to imagine driving on the ground and all, but 120? No, I call bullshit on that one.
Where's the other half?
Damn. He really got cooked, didn't he? Well, I'm still gonna need a photo for identification.
Is it really Green's body? Zoom. Enhance. This is the most I can, enhance.
I mean, it could be him.
He's got kind of the
Doesn't
same
cut it.
bumps on his
We have
head,
to be sure.
right?
This is guesswork, James. I won't identify him. Not officially.
I
I have an idea. You won't like it.
This is a
Wait
federal
till she hears
case,
about
James.
And we're
landlines.
supposed to pull Green's Icarite, not someone's. Moving on to reconstruction.
Hold tab to open the gadgets menu. Advanced tool that recreates crime scenes. Let me just freaking... Oh. Reconstructor. You can reconstruct fragments of the events based on the information collected. Hold left mouse button when the left bar is activated, right when the right bar is activated, and hold both when both are activated. So what, I have to like... yeah, I have to like charge it. The reconstructor allows you to rewind time. The yellow area in the reconstructor indicates the moment when something significant happened. Hold Q to move the indicator to the yellow area in the reconstructor. If you moved the indicator too far, hold E to return it. Very strange. Okay, so we're holding Q. And then...
You seeing this?
Okay, what? So it's like a... I think I get it. It's... Yeah. It's like a rewind. I have to match up the bar. It's very strange. Strangely worded, though. I thought it was like a bubble. Especially with the picture. Like, I thought I shot something and it highlights. We're playing Life is Strange now. It's Life is Strange in the future. Hold E to move the indicator to the yellow area in the reconstructor.
Some kind of anomaly. Who cares? It's green. Pull a Zickerite and let's go.
Yeah, and it gets smaller and smaller. Enter the anomaly zone and look for traces. This feels painful. Point at his head and hold to analyze. Let me hold your head.
The Icarite's melted.
So, that's his insurer's problem. Come on, let's go.
Sarah, he's dead.
What? Like, you mean final death? Dead? Well, just... I mean, fix it. Just reconstruct it or something. Just...
Look, Sarah.
What are
I've
you?
seen this before. It's not some random glitch. The thing's been oxidized. Understand? Somebody wanted to make damn sure Green wasn't coming back.
He's super dead.
I am in deep, deep shit. Look, he's hanging from a fucking tree. What someone?
Then why's the tree burned?
James, this is crazy. If something goes wrong, you're hung out to dry.
At least we have a theory of the crime. Omega code 112358.
Yeah, it's just me. I'm hung out to dry, not her. An unknown substance melted the inner part of the thread. So yeah, basically there's nothing in his brain no more. He got no brain goo.
The body is more heavily charred. The tree must have exploded after he'd been hanged.
Interesting.
James, stop doing this.
It wasn't just a fire. Find the cause and we're out of here.
And now she immediately wants to dip out. Like, she went from being like, yo, I'm getting a sick promotion, to like, yo, he's super dead? I don't want to deal with that. Hold Q or E to swipe over the yellow area in the reconstructor. Enter the anomaly zone. Traces. Okay. I do dig the fast-forwarding, rewinding bit. Though the bubble takes me out of it a little bit. But good visuals, you know. Oh.
The gel's flammable. There may have been a short circuit, or someone could have ignited it.
Why not just burn his body if you want to make sure he's dead?
James,
like more burnt
me.
than it is, I mean. Like turn it to ash. Well, because they probably want it to look like an accident. Or, not an accident, but... You know... Like, he did it to himself, rather than a murder. I mean, isn't that the usual go-to? But then the tree exploded for some reason. And I'm assuming that was the true accident. It wasn't supposed to explode. What am I X-raying? Whoa. This X-ray device allows you to X-ray objects. Whoa. It's like you're wearing a Ripper Dot glove. Look, we're beyond 2077. You know, everybody's got a Ripper Dot glove. Hold the right mouse button and follow the wires to find the generator, and then you find the generator, aim at it, and scan it. Okay, well, we got two paths. I have a sneaking suspicion this is not the right path. Yeah. If it was
Well, I can see you're having a
it was a
great
bit
time.
centralized on the screen, that would help. It's probably on the second floor, right? That's where you would put a generator. Nope. How bad can it be? There we go.
The main transformer's under the floor.
Well, what would a transformer have to do with it? You know? What does Optimus Prime have to do with it?
Shit, my eyes. It smells like a fucking distillery. Someone set up the short circuit.
There's a lot of beeping going on.
Kara, what are you doing?
Police work. She already snitched.
Murder, not an accident. 100% sure.
I don't want to hear another word out of your mouth. You're going to drop whatever shit you picked up. You're going to write a clean report about a tragic accident.
This is, yeah, this is like a huge cover-up.
Murder wrong.
I'm not asking. I'm telling you. All you were supposed to do was pull Green's Icarate. End of story.
Can I get it on the record that I strongly advised against this course of action?
I should have known better. I should have known you couldn't handle it. It's just an Icarate pull, I thought. Surely Kara can't buck up something that simple.
Well,
Trying to
yeah.
tell you, there's no Icarite to pull. Green's got oxidized. It's a homicide, and it's staring us in the face, like it or not. Now I can look into this, and
It's not our case. Write it up as a suicide.
This
it's a suicide.
this is rigged.
You can call it a motherfucking ascension for all I care. Just get it off our books.
The longer I sit here, the more it all stinks.
And then I have to monologue.
Green's rotting corpse.
What caused the tree to burn? Probably all the stuff that's flammable on the tree. I'm not a detective or anything, but I'd go out on a limb. Reconstructor. Hold space along with Q or E to speed up the reconstruction or rewind. I think I need to speed it up.
Someone flooded the transformer and it caught fire.
It went past
The
it.
cable acted like a fuse. That's what caused the explosion.
It's getting more and more obvious why nobody wants to work with you.
I'll look for any pre-explosion traces, then we're out of here.
James, I wasn't born yesterday. You said that before, and I
Bro
don't
still
believe
has
you.
a dial-up, and you have an earpiece. Look, we have a weird future realistic thing, you know? Look, he's got a freaking record player, yeah? Clearly. Are there any traces from before the tree exploded? Hang on, there's a lot of stuff that I can also analyze. Perhaps murder, perhaps murder. Synthetic gin. Best before June 25, 29. Perhaps murder, perhaps murder. It's a weird name for a gin. Marcus Aurelius, Meditations. This guy liked meditating. Clearly, that was the reason he was murdered.
Someone with the president?
I recognize him.
Wait, it's Green.
Old Shell?
The first one.
It was the first ever Green. Green, never doubt yourself and you'll achieve great things. Well, Green's dead.
That's bullshit.
Or is he?
Which does not change the fact that even before inventing the Icarite, he was a
That's
big
actually a
shot
good
in
thing.
politics.
That's a good question. Because technically, so you can transfer your brain and da-da-da-da-da in this world. Like, you go from one body to the next. He could have just transferred bodies and then faked his death, you know? It's a homicide per se. But he might not actually be
What
dead.
the fuck is this?
A bike. Or rather, a wheel off a bike.
And people rode on it? How?
How did I know about the
Motorcycle.
car
But
thing,
you had to
but
push
not a...
those things around and around with your feet to make it go.
Ouch. It's scary how little we know about the world before the Icarite.
No wonder they don't teach this in school.
People would freak out about bicycles. It's what happens when, you know what didn't happen. Maybe I should do the reconstruction. It's gonna yell at me repeatedly.
Is that Icarite? Creepy.
Arthur Boyle, 1221, 2012, 06, 06, 2076. The one who gave us eternal life, the last one who died as a mortal.
Wait, is that Arthur Boyle? The man who invented Icarite?
Is that his brain in
They
a
knew
jar?
each other? How old was Green?
Older than Icarite. How fucked up is that? Dying in the process of transplanting your own invention.
His body rejected it, right? Guess he drew the short straw.
That's not what I heard. I heard it was human error during the
They
procedure.
killed Arthur Boyle. It's all but a ruse. Anyway, let's examine this tree so that I can get these spheres out of the way.
Okay, is this some kind of emblem? It's starting to get interesting.
1021, 23,
Someone carved
29
this date long ago.
with an Ouroboros.
What's up with the snake?
Check the encyclopedia.
I don't want to check an encyclopedia.
Someone not only flooded the transformer, but also ripped out the cables.
Got a little bit of blood.
Someone tried to smash that glass before the explosion. Cracked it and left a
Handprint
handprint.
matches Green's body.
Stop it. James, you've got to stop this.
Now it's really weird. So he was down on the ground, punching the floor, gets hung, tree explodes. Seems a little strange.
What's he doing?
Oh, you're finally paying attention. Great. So, now the question is, did Green try to crack open that plate with his own forehead, or did somebody else use Green's forehead like a ball-peen hammer?
Okay, so yeah, they're doing the whole like I can only see one person.
Why can't we see the killer in the reconstruction?
He covered his tracks pretty damn skillfully.
So someone was here.
Which, yeah,
Hell.
What?
Clearly
You gonna
makes
tattle
sense
to
that
the
a
chief again?
person's
Would you just
doing
let
it.
that drop already? What's done is done. No point in picking at it.
Wait, hold on.
Wait. We're not going to work like this. There's got to be at least a baseline of trust here.
Yeah, well, that's all well and good, except we're running out of time to figure out how the tree got set on fire. So, come on. Chop chop.
I wonder what a ball peen hammer is. But
What happened?
Fuses just blew.
What? Why?
The reconstructor needs massive amounts of energy. Sometimes the limiter doesn't adjust to the environment and pop.
ball point hammer.
Fuses.
You know, a hammer with a ball point.
There you go.
Emergency
Turn
light.
on the emergency
Nothing.
lights.
You can be useful after
Wonder
all.
what the chief would have to say about that.
Don't thank me, and for fuck's sake, get a move on.
Man, they're so touchy. So, hey, you know, wanting me to move so quickly. explodes.
Something went off here.
I don't know how. We're like bouncing around a lot, which is the weird part. Like, he's moving from one part to the other and then going back.
Check something out for me, would you?
Anomia.
I need to know about a drug called Prose of Life.
Introduced in 2208. It's based on fluoxetine.
An antidepressant.
It's freaking old as dirt.
How long did Green get psychiatric treatment?
Looks like he's officially been in therapy for 156 years.
Man.
According to statistics, that's pretty much normal for people who've lived as long as he has.
It'll be worth checking
okay,
the file to see if he mentioned anything about a suicide.
Are these equally as happy pills? Prescription only medicine, Prose of Life, 100 by 10 capsules. Dosage 1 per day. Oh.
Probably some kind of relic.
The best of friends, always auspicious winds, green.
To the best of friends, always auspicious winds, green. That asshole had friends. Hard to believe.
I'm getting a bad hit off this thing.
You can at least open it, right? Frickin', yeah, there we go.
I wonder which one's the best friend now.
I wonder why a gift from Green is in his own home.
Because he was murdered, as we've determined. Also, you could do the whole, like, time of death thing. Like, yeah, like, because of the clock, you know, it stopped.
Let's see what the patient has to say.
The patient? None of this is real shit. Well, you know, it is a game on the future, but so far nothing about it has been super, I guess, off the wall, question mark? None of this riddle shit. The cracking is definitely strange. Oh, he was stabbed. Or
matched to
something.
Green's blood type. He was fighting with someone.
Or he cut himself as he jumped.
You have a nose for this.
You learn fast.
I mean, that looks like a big gash. But it's hard to say. Okay, so we are slowly getting there.
He fell from there. If he cut himself on the railing, there should be blood on it.
And lo and behold, couldn't you have determined this just by using your own eyeballs? Like, I mean, there's a giant hole.
Blood. I'll come back to that later.
Surely this isn't important. All the blood on this banister.
Pushed him. No trace of blood on the railing.
So he didn't cut himself here. This is weird.
I mean, yeah, it looks like... Well, I mean, to be fair, he fell back into it. So, you know, it's kind of fair. Oh, there we go. Because, I mean, yeah, like, he fell back into it. I mean, the fact that, yeah, like, there's no way he could have cut himself from that. It's like, I mean, I don't know. It's a lot of audio background. Okay, now we're analyzing the handprints.
Green's fingerprints are on the railing.
So he was leaning
This
against
is why I love
it?
campaign games.
way.
I mean, this is just a game with a story. I guess it would be the very definition of a campaign. Green's handprints. Detected substances, polyurethane, thermoplastic rubber, polyvinyl chloride. The only weird part is this part that I'm seeing. Like, the whole holding the button. Like, you could just allow me to rewind it and fast. The fact that I have to, like, boot it back up. Are there any traces? The jump. We got the footprints.
They came from this side.
They?
Half of the reconstruction is inconsistent. Someone must have been messing with it. We don't have enough information to find the other one.
How do you think this went down?
I mean, yeah, I think it's
Green
pretty
gave
obvious
up
that he
after
was
the fight
forced.
and did whatever the perpetrator told him to. I'm thinking he put the rope around his own neck and then destroyed his own Icarite.
Well, in any case, Green didn't jump. Someone pushed him.
I mean, yeah, the broken railing feels like the solid decision there. Whose foot is this?
Wait, there's a blood trail here.
He must have gotten cut before the hanging. Do you have a UV lamp?
UV is harmful.
Don't leave home without it.
I wouldn't want to damage this precious skin. Why does it look like this, though? Feels a bit excessive for a lamp. The UV lamp allows you to discover traces on surfaces. Explore the area, discover traces, following the trace, find more leads. Makes sense? First of all. Okay, trail ends there. Blood type, BRH+.
He was walking up these stairs. Unusual shape. Like he was lying here.
Well, he was, I'm assuming, dying. It's pretty obvious that, the guy wasn't, doing very well.
He's talking to someone.
More like he's begging for mercy.
Okay, we're still analyzing feet.
Another trace of blood.
Hit it with the UV lamp.
Surely there has to be. This guy was friggin' bleeding up a storm. Why was he laying down?
Oh, look at that. The tracks connect.
They're really taking the tutorial aspect of this, like, heavy. The tracks with this killer and dying man. Okay, so we got... It's like a bottle in his hands.
When I see him getting
Sure.
pounded, I can't help but feel a little sorry for the guy.
Unnecessary. Be professional.
Hey, having different political views.
Well, the other
doesn't
thing
mean
that
you
I
just
would
get
have
to do
said
whatever you
would have been
want to
worse.
somebody.
Kicking the shit out of Green is my political view.
So she didn't like him. Problem is, I don't think I know enough about the guy.
He's got something on his clothes. Some kind of chemical.
Huh. The reconstructor's coming up goose eggs on its composition.
Must be rare as shit then.
We're following more blood.
It stretches across the floor. I'll switch to UV.
Or, yeah, following the unknown substance.
The tracks lead this way.
Which luckily catches on UV.
Looks Looks like Green was rummaging around the transformer.
How much egg on my face would this be if it was in fact a suicide? We told you to just mark it up as that, and then it's like, well, turns out I was right. I mean, okay, so yeah, he was drinking.
The cables are torn out, same as the one around Green's neck.
You think he did it?
I think someone made him do it.
Ripped out cables. The following substance were detected: synthetic spirit and cockroach wax oil. Look, I get we're desperate for like wax and such, but seems a bit much.
Oh, shit. What a fucking mess.
It's definitely not. It's going back to not looking good, you know.
I think it all looks exactly the way the perpetrator wanted it to.
Seriously? You're repeating yourself.
There's something here.
James? I've lost visual.
I don't want to touch this cursed artifact. I'm losing my mind.
Will you come back to me?
My brain isn't doing so great.
James!
Sarah?
James, where
A
you
very
at?
fancy decanter of some sort.
I'm sitting on the crapper at home. You want more detail? Because I can give you more detail.
Whatever. The feds are on their way there, so consider this a heads up. If they find you, I don't fucking know you.
What you do? I used to
You're
work for you.
serious? We've been friends for fucking decades and you're gonna hang me out to dry?
That was the very loud noise of him slamming a telephone.
How's the situation?
They're coming. Time to clean up.
Sarah, if we're gonna keep working together, you're gonna have to promise me something.
What?
That you won't tell anybody about this.
That you'll never do anything behind my back again.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are we gonna pinky swear? Should I let
If
you
it
know
comes
every time
to
I change
it.
a fucking tampon? James, the feds are coming. So grow a pair and please, with a fucking cherry on top, clean up this mess.
Wow.
Yes. Now, come on, move before they bust us.
Well, they'd be busting me. Leave the apartment. Use reconstructor to clean up the crime scene or not. Okay, so this is like a permanent visual. This isn't like just me seeing it. This is everybody seeing it. I'm actually, hang on. I have all the time in the world. Okay, so this is where it starts. Flips it open. This is a good, I guess this is a good representation. He's already limping. I mean, the guy clearly was beat up beforehand. So yeah. And then there's a gap for whatever reason. The tree is the other big part. Something. Yeah, something from the yeah, the transformer. The fact that it just goes right to it. Interesting
Nobody
stuff.
know I was here.
So I guess, yeah, that's it. But there's still so much I didn't explore. I didn't see.
He never got remarried.
What happened to the first wife?
Refused Icarite. Died a natural death.
But wasn't that illegal? She would have had a top-down warrant served, right?
Green only introduced that legislation after her death.
Hang on. Are you telling me Green couldn't handle it that his wife died, and he fucked up our whole fucking society because of it?
Far as I can tell, people's bullshit personal trauma is always what fucks up society.
It's usually the sum of it all.
James?
Probably synthetic. What you might call tobacco adjacent, or...
I'm just making sure, you know.
James, tell me you're not going to steal a cigar.
No, I would never. Turns off camera. Fine. Well,
I may be a lot of things, but I'm no fucking thief.
I guess, yeah, it would be very...
shame at all.
I don't. Still not a fucking thief.
Be a little unprofessional of me, I suppose.
He was clearly trying to get rid of those. Didn't make it.
Or someone stopped them. Maybe I'll just let sleeping dogs lie.
Yeah, I feel like I would.
Thanks. My blood pressure didn't need to get any higher.
I wouldn't want to deal with the hassle. Broken helmet that I. Oh,
Green sponsored.
I have
When I was
no.
little, I wanted to be an astronaut. But after this disaster, Green shut down the whole program.
Well, the first mission did crash.
Yeah, during the landing, everything else went smooth as silk. You know, it had to be some kind of sabotage. You mix in political bullshit and poof, the whole program goes up in smoke.
It wouldn't surprise me if the person that's helping us out
So he's interested in art.
Doesn't seem to be too much
knows
he's
more
not
than she's letting
interested
on. Art and tribute to immortality. Central Park becomes a museum full of works by the most eminent artists. Come and see for yourself. Gather family and friends. Why is it worth it? Just an expo. Nothing fancy, nothing important.
He was there.
The Declaration of Immortality of the United States of America. We take the following truths as self-evidence: that all people are created equal and that they are endowed with certain inviolable rights, and that those rights include the right to immortality, freedom, and the pursuit of happiness. An indispensable condition for the exercise of those rights is a universal and equal access to Icarite. Interesting. Green
See
Foundation
how much
Orphanage.
good he's done? He helps children. Orphans, supposedly.
We can't know for certain. I mean, maybe he really did help them.
Oh, sure. He helped them all sign up for the first body subscriptions that they could never afford.
I mean, yeah, like, this has to be, like, a big business. And then he likes collecting rocks and plants and bread? Smell?
Guy has a fragrance museum in his home?
Aromatherapy helps with synchronization.
Aromatherapy, sure. Pity we're all rolling around in sewage.
James, is that chocolate?
That's what it says here.
Can I, can I ask you to do something for me?
What, you want me to steal evidence? I thought you had a stick up your ass about
Yeah.
No. I mean, yes. Listen, could you describe the scent to me?
I mean, I feel like if you were here, you know, you gotta give it a whiff. It smells moldy.
It's kind of like...
Tobacco, grease, or a mushroom. Apparently, man, that's some weird chocolate. What the hell? I guess a mushroom would be the closest. I mean, like chocolate truffles and stuff, you know. Tobacco seems like a weird one.
There's something mushroomy about it, but I don't know if that's good. Is chocolate supposed to smell like
Chocolate's
mushrooms?
supposed to
Tell
smell
you
like a
what,
mushroom.
Why don't you try describing it in a way that doesn't sound gross?
Sure, I'll give it a shot. Hang on, let me get another whiff of this. Yep, smells like a mushroom. These are all very weird descriptions for something like chocolate. You know, you would think like, oh, it smells sweet. It smells like rubber. It smells like a leather jacket.
Like a leather jacket. You know those relic clothes from museums? Made from animals. Like that.
Okay, let's try this another way. Does it make you feel something when you smell it? Emotions?
This is a lot of effort. I like how the feds are on their way too.
Glossing right over the emotion talk. Okay, look, that sample's probably over 100 years old. Food spoiled in the past. It could make you really sick.
Sniff. Keep sniffing the chocolate. Continue sniffing the chocolate. Joy.
Okay, emotions. Let's see. It's dark, bitter, and warm. And it, fills my heart with joy, I guess?
This feels like he's making it up, though.
So,
Like he doesn't
a growing
believe it.
mushroom, right? A leather jacket from a museum, and you feel joy in your heart?
Exactly.
Okay. Thank you.
Hey,
very
you
much.
asked.
Let's get back to work.
I simply obliged.
It looks like
Heck is
a
this?
door. It must be opened remotely. Maybe I can find something with X-ray.
So yeah, I could have left way sooner. Status code not required.
Now we're talking.
There's a ton of evidence. They wanted me to leave so
Never
quickly.
understood this stuff.
Yet it doesn't surprise me in the least that Green was into it.
Hang on, there's more art.
A real man of the people. At least that's what he wants you to see.
Right. Total bullshit.
I feel like I missed on who the heck this green guy is.
A view from Mount Olympus. Even though we're all immortal, only some of us live like gods.
The monologuing.
I wonder if he hung women like that under his tree too.
Some enjoy that.
Well, there's apparently a second piece of evidence somewhere around here. Oh.
Green's signature. Did he paint this?
He's had some time to learn.
He's 8 billion years old, from what I understand. So we have a couple doorways that we can look through.
Open sesame.
Which, it's going to be very interesting. These are just dead ends. So that's the original green. They mentioned a flashlight, but was flashlight not F? Did I missee that? No, flashlight is F. So how come I can't see Jack Diddley when I push F? My flashlight's broken. Maybe I come back to this space? Maybe I'm not supposed to be doing what I'm doing right now.
You know those rich bastards have a pool for yachts?
What?
Yeah. A fucking huge swimming pool, basically. They put boats in it and sail around.
But how? That's... Where do they get the water?
Fuck if I know. People like you and me are stuck drinking recycled piss, but they're all, hoist the mizzenmast, Jeffrey! Fuckers.
I mean, you got a flying car. You could probably have a flying boat. I feel like it wouldn't be completely out of the question. Okay, so at first I thought this was going to be a chain of greens, but these are all different people, but I wish I had the flashlight to actually visually see them. But apparently I'm not allowed. Let's check the other side. Yeah, no, it doesn't work. Maybe a bug or glitch or something. This is just a... I'm guessing this is just a picture of the tower. Or statue. Nothing important. Edward Green. Plato, Socrates' defense. Remember my friend, the gadfly needs to bite. So yeah, just a lot of extra stuff. Surely they won't see this evidence that just 2 open doors. Is it possible, though, for me to get more evidence than the game expects me to get? Or am I pretty, like, on rails? Let's see, where did it... Came back, like, here. Yeah. I think we're pretty much... We have everything that we can get. Okay. I guess there's no... This is me turning it off. It's just having it at the very latest. So, I'm assuming I'm good. I can leave. Nothing weird's gonna happen. They're not gonna find out I was here.
What do they need protection for?
Replacing a whole body just because somebody gouged out your eye is... unprofitable, I guess?
Not for him.
You could just have an eye patch for a couple years until you grow old. Can't be that bad. It adds character.
I leave the body of a dead god on the flaming Mount Olympus. Time to go back to the underworld he cast us all into.
That was only one investigation.
In the gut of a body not my own, I can feel this case is nothing but trouble and heartache. And even worse, it's personal. A lit cigar pressed against a wound that never heals. That's me.
My monologuing.
Second time I've seen Icarite completely melted. Just when I got a little better at forgetting the first one.
The fact that they used the voice actor for Nick Valentine is pretty spot on for the role, though. Just having that very detective noir feel. And the monologuing, you know. It has to be as pulp as it can be. I live in this mess. Jesus. Now this is the cyberpunk that I'm aware of. Giant televisions. I guess? What the heck are those? Speakers. This is like a television or something. In case you just want a nice communal, you know, watch party in the middle of your
The wet,
apartment
sick
building.
smell of mold and fungus flows off the moisture-slick walls and permeates the air. Almost like that chocolate at Green's place. Almost.
I'd like to think the chocolate smells slightly better.
Elevator to ground floor. Even cops don't go down there alone.
It's a weird imagery, though. Just this giant screen. Good. Watch yourself and others for the common good. It's very desolate. Give back our bodies. You know, a few people seem to be bummed out.
Who's paying off your body, huh? I think I deserve something. Take your hands off me.
Abe Ballard. It's my neighbors is all. Where do I live? Ambrosia, your daily dose of immortal. Yeah, it has huge BioShock vibes. Another game that had kind of this feel was Observer, I think is what it was called. Can someone tell me how after taking a hot shower I come out of the room? Why am I cold? Water makes you cold. Thermodynamics. Science. Other words. What's going on? Well, we're realizing that... freaking blinded me.
How was your day?
If I told you, I'd have to kill you.
Apparently my apartment has an
I'm glad
AI
to hear
built in.
that. Due to the high level of air pollution, I recommend full body decontamination.
Apparently I'm getting decontaminated. Package waiting. Snail mail. Dear James, we would like to invite you to the Jeez, it's like one word. Familiarization party for Frank's new body. We are meeting at our house, 7 p.m. October 26th. Please confirm, and we hope to see you then. We don't want to pass each other on the street like strangers, do we? Hugs, Frank and Asha. Who the heck are Frank and Asha? Who are these people? I've never heard of these people in my life.
Hard to believe it's been almost 100 years.
So I used to be a big deal, I guess. She did say I was a part of the MLB.
At parties, I said I smashed it with the ball during the game. The truth is, it was after the game. And I had a ball-shaped stone trophy. A football trophy.
I may have a bit of a drinking problem. From the New York Hellhounds. With love. Liam Anderson and Alice Johnson. You live more than once. A lot of old-timey... Yeah, I mean, yeah, like, this looks like a straight-up, like, VHS.
Actors in their own bodies. Now that was cinema.
I don't know what the heck this is supposed to be. I guess just a speaker. I'm clearly building something. And this is how depressing the life this character actually lives. I'm crawling out of the window. I just wanted to look out the window. Okay. Join the police. Feel the strength of justice. It was way quieter in the apartment. So, you know, it's got some good noise cancellation. It's a little cramped, though, is all. I can't go up the stairs fast enough. So they still have trains for some reason. It's weird on what's advanced and what's not.
To be the price for immortality. Nobody remembers when we lost sight of it.
There's no sky. What's raining then?
Once upon a time, bugs swarmed around neon signs. I'd say we're worthy successors.
Somebody's freaking peeing on me. That's all this is. They're just draining like a bunch of like sewage systems on us. A truly dystopian future.
This site. In the first days after changing into this shell, the shakes were so bad I couldn't come out here.
The fact that he misses it, though.
This infernal racket is the pulse.
There's not a lot of good parts here, you know.
The artery leading to the CTC itself.
Well, now we know what the bridge is for people.
The city sprawls
true, yeah.
in every direction. It's only a matter of time before it starts devouring itself. Dimmer.
Apparently, he also does not like Dimmer. Do we have... Which, I mean, yeah, like, you would think... You would just think that, certain forms of transportation just wouldn't be logical anymore. Trains... walking. I mean, you have flying cars, you know. Surely you would have flying public transportation. Hitting Futurama status, where you're just like flying through a tube. Okay, I can't go any higher, so... Well, I'm severely contaminated now. Because I'm pretty sure my Alexa robot over there...
President calmed people down, promised to veto, and then what'd he do? He signed as soon as the bill landed on his desk. The president is nothing but a pen in the hands of corrupt politicians.
Did you hear? He signed it. That lying piece of shit.
Apparently he signed it. So, now the age for changing your body is like from 21 to 20. I think? Rain disaster, Shake City. Hey, I did that, supposedly. Last night, before a nightmare for the people... last night became a nightmare for the people of Central Harlem. A city train derailed, taking a terrible toll. Dozens of people were admitted at the Consciousness Transmission Center, including 2 agents. No official cause of the catastrophe has been submitted, though there were numerous reports of explosions and gunshots. The police offer no comment. Martin Roy announces games. Organized largest scale of sporting events in the century. And the right president for hard times. The president reassures the citizens concerned about the controversial law reducing the age of free body subscription He emphasizes that he is the right leader for hard times, that he will not disappoint the confidence placed in him. Continued.
How much time has passed?
How much more pills do I need?
Taking them more and more often.
Yeah, but they're they're not even empty. You have plenty of pills. New body allergies, hazelnuts, which is just a big old series of numbers. Charo caprica and cocoroma. Oh, heaven nuts. I thought that said hazelnuts. This is my... We live in this society where all we get is protein jelly. We don't get food anymore. We just get protein honey or ham salad jelly. I don't think this is a world I'd want to live in. Taco barrows and Chigits. What the heck? What the heck you telling me?
You're lucky I don't need to water you. Depend on me, and you won't have long to live.
Apparently I have a tree, though. Love eating in the dark. Midnight, watching at the same time. Well, I mean, you could turn on a light. Surely it, wouldn't be a big deal. Dear Mr. Kara, congratulations on getting a new body. We hope the synchronization has gone smoothly. At the same time, we want to present you with a list of documented ailments, effects of your new shell, lactose intolerance, bronchial asthma, scoliosis, allergies to heaven nuts, chacoprica, and cocoroma, hypertension. I got like the most broken body. Also, isn't it like 40 years old? If I read the paper right.
Shit, Seth. I'm sorry your luck ran out the way it did. Really sorry.
I'm assuming Seth is the one with the big mustache, and I'm the gritty detective in the right. Brian sounds much better. This looks like it had been foamed up. Brian sounds much better. Love Brian. I have no idea what I just opened.
As usual. Finally.
Why did it need to prepare the bathroom? Going to the new day with a bright smile. Apparently I need to decontaminate.
Hey, I was still using it.
Oh, I see. So yeah, apparently only one person can shower at a time? Question mark?
You know, if it wasn't for that badge, I would have fucked you up a long time ago.
Well, I'm not even
Right
showering.
back at ya.
Cocky, are we? What's your first move then?
Powerful right.
Powerful right hook.
Amateur. Who starts like that? Block, left, right, and they're picking you up from the ground. 1-0.
I wonder if that'll come up. Where's the fun in that? I want to lose my fear. The fear of eating in the dark. Ah, my face!
It's hard to get used to a face marked by someone else's mistakes. Though for some reason, it's much easier with the eyes. Once the life fades out of them, they can belong to anyone.
That would be pretty freaky. Like, you're basically in someone else's body. You're like, ah. Every time you look in a mirror.
Move in there or what? Get out.
But then again, I'm hallucinating about a snake on a decanter, so, you know. It's very weird, though, that only one person can use this at a time. Like, there's no connection. I guess it just rotates in place.
Take care of it. I'm gonna need more space to fire up the evidence board.
Well, first we have to see the upstairs. Okay, this is the upstairs.
The island with the imitation sun. We never had time to go there.
Don't forget your suntan lotion. That's a clock. So it looks like I've been bleeding on the bed? I don't know what that is. There's something on the bed that looks red. We're going real gritty with the detective. There's so much upstairs. Just this little shelf. There's so much room for activities up here. I guess this guy is a hard-boiled detective. He barely... I'm sure it's the hole. He barely shows up, you know, here. Like, that's a common trope in detective stuff. Well, I did tell her that she needed to trust me, and we need a baseline of trust, so I feel like I should ask for herself.
To complete my report, I need to summarize
ask for
the
her
evidence.
help. Blah.
I need access to the system.
You heard Chief Steiner. He wants it classified as a suicide and sent straight to him.
Blah, 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 blah. Do I... should the report be professional or
I want to
not?
do this professionally or not.
Kara, damn it. Don't try to sweet talk me. Do you think I don't know why the chief put you on restricted duty? I read your wife's case file.
That's definitely,
Forgive me for mentioning her, but it was the same kind of suicide.
Remain calm.
Sarah, listen to me very carefully.
We will remain calm. Yeah. Like you said, we have to...
We're in this together.
We have to have
It's a lot
trust.
bigger than the chief. Sooner or later, the report will make it to the top brass.
So if she
And
does
we'll both
betray me, I
fucked.
have to make her feel bad about it,
Consider all
at the very
circumstances
least.
in the report.
Oh, fuck.
Exert pressure.
Together. Just give me access.
Shut up. I have access, so I analyze, and I put the evidence on the board. Is that clear?
As clear as day.
Okay. I'm sorry for bringing your wife up like
That's
that.
even weird that it didn't
let's
allow
not
that,
fight.
because you
Let's
spelled
connect
it
the
wrong,
dots
but...
one by one. If we agree with the conclusions, we move on. You'll agree with me sooner or later.
The sooner we get this over with, the
I'm not
sooner
sure
you
why
can
it
write the
didn't
report.
allow that.
That's the spirit.
Maybe it means something in a different
I should clear
language.
up Sarah's doubts about the murder. First, I have to prove that somebody else was there besides Green. And when Sarah takes the bait, I'll convince her about the rest.
This one's a weird one. I should clear up Sarah's doubt about the murder. What proves that someone... Okay, so this is like my goal. And I have to do it. The bottle is probably something that I don't want to express. I feel like the beating is the biggest one. Because the guy was like moving like he was getting hit against the floor.
This is quite a lead.
But who's doing the beating? A fucking ghost?
Excellent question.
The reconstruction shows Green thrashing his head smashing the floor as if he was taking a beating. Would this not be enough to prove? Hard to explain Green's behavior without bringing a third party into it. Do we have any evidence that points to one? Boo. Well, him dying is probably it. I would would assume the wound. Meant to say fake, but still. Yeah, true. Ghost Kitten! Your stream is one of my favorite parts of the day. That's very... Man, you're just gonna build up my ego. You're just gonna... Thank you, thank you. I'm glad to be a part of everyone's good breakfast, or, you know, what's the phrase? Part of a balanced breakfast? And like gets your day going, yeah. This is a difficult one to answer, though. We have any evidence that points to there being any other person there? I would.
Somebody had to be pretty damn determined to fuck Green Zickerite up this bad.
I mean, yeah.
Somebody. Right. Could have been Green himself.
But it wasn't. Never mind. Nowhere during the reconstruction do I see anywhere anything to do with Green's Icarite. Okay. So how do we... Yeah, we go back. The reconstruction shows Green tearing cables loose from the transformer with alcohol. What caused the short circuit and started the fire? Like, I was at work and I was like, this sucks, and then remembered you were going to be streaming and got excited. That's such a good compliment. I mean, again, I'm basking in these glorious compliments. I don't think I have evidence, though. I guess the wound.
He could have cut himself, maybe.
Like how? Shaving?
He could have shaved his back. It's like this huge gash. Yeah, you know, we've all been there, am I right? You're trying to shave your back. You create this massive gash. You know, somebody burns the house down. You know, yeah. Okay, so yeah. It'd be really fucking hard to do something that, something like this to yourself. What other clues indicates a third person? How many clues do I need to indicate a third person? He jumped backwards at an awkward
It'll be hard
angle.
to defend the theory about these cables. The moment of the fall is puzzling.
I want to say that someone kicked him, but we don't have enough.
I know.
I mean, we do. I'm literally amassing. Apparently, that's a stretch. Oh,
we've got it.
Never mind.
We can start somewhere.
I guess it's because I broke the hypothesis chain.
Not gonna happen.
Ouch.
And I had to
Okay,
rebuild
we still
it.
have shit, but we can at least ask 2 questions. First, what's the actual cause of death? Second, who's the culprit and what's his motive?
Are you saying you're getting involved?
I've already changed my mind.
Are you saying you're believing me?
Same with guys.
I won't correct you on everything you just said that was wrong. Besides, I'm looking for more information about the evidence. But seriously, no more jokes.
I mean, the fact that I proved that there's a murder, I mean, is a huge jump.
I found some interesting tidbits.
Please share.
Only with friends. But I'll make an exception for you.
Okay, so she found her own evidence, which is a lot of garbage. How did Green die? Well, he was hung.
Why did he go to so much trouble?
To get past the police reconstructor?
The sequence of events worries me.
I mean, but he was hung. He didn't die before. Like, it's definitely a bit of an odd one. Very strange. Apparently I can't break this chain. Oh, there we go. How did Green die? I guess maybe this,
There's nothing complicated
the dead
about this.
Icarite.
Well, what next, James? This is clear, and?
I know. Give me a minute.
They're just making us try to hate the lady so that we eventually, she comes around and, actually helps us, tries to, we become best friends, buddy cop style. That's a huge trope, right? That happens all the time. Oxidized Icarite means a final death. A 1 in a billion case. How could this happen? Well, his building exploded.
Look, you don't have to try to convince me that Green is behind everything.
Suit yourself.
Apparently no. I mean, the short circuit would have caused the fire. Could potentially have caused that. Laboratory analysis shows traces of gunpowder on Green's hands. Traffic cam photo. Just before the incident near Green's apartment, a traffic camera caught Park speeding with his arm around Jane Salma in the passage seat. A large concentration of ambrosia, pharmaceuticals, and some other substances with phony names.
Apparently, he had a heavy foot.
He was just showing off to a girl.
If I had such a fancy car, I wouldn't need a girl for anything.
I'm mostly just trying to basically move it out of the way. Who would Green want dead, and why? Jane, Salma, and Kovalev, they're the only ones Green had meetings with on the day he died.
Guests. What do we know about them?
Kovalev is a smuggler and the owner of Icarus. And Salma, as you know, is that famous psychologist and a psychiatrist.
A smuggler and a shrink. Quite a pair of farewell guests.
I mean... I guess he would want one of them dead if they knew. Commemorative watch. Inside the watch is a picture of Green, Kovalev, and the Park. And Park. Bleh. The inscription reads, "To the best of friends, always an auspicious winds." I mean, yeah, so far it's this circle or triangle. I guess, did I already try this? Yeah, no. Apparently the hanging does not count. Neither does the short circuit. Yeah. Notice it really easy to hide a body in the city. Just drop the body. It's like it, looks like now it goes touch the ground so nobody would ever be found. I mean, that's the thing too, though. Like, there's clearly a symbol. Like, they want it to look like an accident. I mean, clearly this all happened on purpose. There's a form of showmanship. There's always this, but this is a clue that I hid from her. We can't tell her about that. So we could do this the cheesy way. And just basically throw things at a wall until it sticks. 2 people saw Green the day he died. A smuggler and a psychiatrist. Could either have a motive. Well, he had a ton of drugs. Apparently. Nope. Didn't think so. It was a stretch. Commemorative watch would kind of just give the same information.
Looks like something we can build a case on.
Apparently.
Well, that's a lot of enthusiasm, which I don't share.
Hey, keep it to yourself.
Whoa, I'm not trying to say we don't have anything.
I didn't say you were. Now stop yelling.
Also, how could you say we have nothing? I literally already proved that there's a murder. Like, there was another guy there. That's gotta mean something. Okay, so maybe the
Didn't
drugs.
glow at night by any chance? Because of everything in his blood?
Many drugs are rare, withdrawn, or from government projects.
Drugs would have to burn out
Wait,
your
how
freaking
do you
brain
know if green doesn't glow at night?
I don't want to
stuff.
talk about it. We haven't known each other long enough. We know what's going on.
Yeah, see,
now
look.
we only need the motive and the perpetrator.
Yeah. Then tea, and we'll find Kennedy's killer before an evening snack.
Who?
Oh, geez. How did you even get through high school?
What did I pass? I used to play baseball. You forgot? And I was fucking great at it.
Right. Now I
I'm
remember.
a really good baseball
James,
player.
this is fun, and I'd play 3 more games of solitaire, but it won't prove anything.
What else do you need?
More facts, or it's a waste of effort.
What more facts can I give you? The former smuggler might have dosed Green with a poison that destroys Icarite. We're missing the murder weapon. Well, apparently he had gunpowder on his hands.
Shootout in the reconstruction.
Must have happened before.
Maybe he shot someone?
I mean, that's something. Apparently not. Missing the murder weapon. Was it being hung? Was being hung the murder weapon? Was a short circuit the murder weapon? This is when we're throwing spaghetti at the walls. What if it's my fancy...
Got something?
Nah, it's nothing.
A bottle marked with a snake symbol containing a strange, thick liquid. I have a feeling that that's something. You know, I'm not gonna say that I'm, you know, much of a detective here. I mean, that's really the only thing that could be a potential murder weapon. It's an unknown substance in a very fancy container. Like, we got gunpowder, we got the rope.
This is creepy.
Ugh, looking at this makes my skin crawl.
You don't want to know what it's doing to mine.
And the snake. I mean, yeah, the snake is the only correlation. What if it is? Yeah. The fact that there's a tree with the Ouroboros and the snake on the vial. But 10, 21, 23, 29 is clearly a year. But what the heck happened on... What happened, like... What was it? It would be like 100 years ago. Because I think the year right now is like 23 something. There might be something in the bottle, something that Kovalev used to destroy Green's Icarite. It's time to go all in.
We need to talk seriously.
I have a funny bottle.
Is this some lame engagement joke?
What? No, it's not like that. I just have something for you.
If it is, however, some stupid joke, I will get fucking mental on you.
There is one more piece of evidence.
Have we ever had a joke
Sorry?
with one another?
Why don't I know about it? It's not in the archive.
Because it's not a photo.
Oh, wait a minute. Tell me you're joking. I'm begging you.
It turns out I think it is indispensable.
You took physical evidence from the crime scene? They'll
You
put us
wanted
in
me to
jail
steal
for
chocolate.
this. Oh, shit. I take it back. I'd rather have the engagement ring.
It's beautiful. A vial of strange liquid. Probably poison. This creepy voodoo symbol on it makes it more mysterious. More importantly, the material of the vial might retain fingerprints. What do you think?
Show me. If you have any more stolen evidence up your ass, you better get it out now before you hurt yourself.
Well, I could have stole a cigar,
Consult
but...
your doctor. There's even a term for it. Kleptomania. Symptoms include paying for it someday.
That's not a symptom. Apparently I have mail. Oh, I'm sending the bottle.
Code?
976.
Around Liberty Island, huh?
None of your business.
I like on how we're just sending very valuable evidence through a chute.
Which is neat, since my own hands were shaking in a delirium I inherited after some punk I've never known.
Just putting it through a high-pressure tube.
And one more thing. In the meantime, please send that damn report.
What about evidence analysis?
You got evidence illegally, and you want to put it in an official report?
Right.
I'll send it as is. Maybe we'll find something else later.
Or we can just pretend none of this ever happened. A complicated and unfortunate accident in which Icarite... Damn it, what am I doing? A specific fraud theory that doesn't quite... Wait.
I can't write a report I don't believe in.
Numerous clues indicate the involvement of third parties. Suicide or accident is excluded.
Wouldn't that get me in trouble? Because my boss specifically told me to write it up as a suicide.
Nobody sticks their head outside anymore. As if they wanted to believe this ugly world does not really exist. Huddled in their little flats over the few cents they managed to save towards a new body. Never asking themselves whether the survival instinct makes the urban rats happier, or is this only the selfish genes, free riding in the suffering of subsequent generations?
Who invented
Other
pants?
alien forces exploiting their drive
Forced
towards
to wear pants right
self-preservation.
now.
Their desperate struggle to stay alive.
You just need
a little longer.
2 pairs of
Desperate
shorts.
Struggle that
you
even
know?
Green has eventually lost.
1 extra pair of shorts couldn't be that bad. Or
probably easier to
you
control.
just cut off the legs
Green,
of the pants to make them
was one
into
of the
shorts.
controllers. The person who whacked him was no ordinary citizen either. No way.
Make your own form of jorts, you know?
James, are you in front of the board?
No, I went out for a breather.
That sample. You were right. It's definitely poison. But that's not all. There was a fragment of a print on it. I managed to reconstruct it and search the database.
Whose print?
So, who does the print belong to?
It's a damn big
I can
fish.
just cut all of
Slippery,
my
too.
pants. Exactly.
You gonna make me beg? What's the fucking name?
I don't want to say right now. Somebody on the street might overhear. I sent you everything by snail mail. Let me know as soon as you get it.
Deja vu.
I would like to keep my legs. Well, you don't cut them while you're wearing it. That's like on how people like purposely rip their jeans like at the legs and like the knee, you know, airflow. We have a crime to solve. That doesn't look good. Or maybe it is.
I bet these are the damn politicians. Every penny
An
snatched away from the
exploding blimp
citizens.
is a
I bet
politician?
They're all celebrating.
Apparently that's celebrating. We live in strange times in the year 2339 or whatever the heck. 2369 or something. But yeah, just, you know, you can just make every pair of pants into a pair of shorts.
Deadly poison is atropine. Okay, great.
Crazy on how my super detector couldn't determine that that was a chemical. But it is harmful for Icarite. Politics do suck. There's no real benefit of huge amounts of politics. Fingerprint analysis, 98% match. I know what atropine is. Well, apparently it's bad for Icarite, which is a made-up thing. Because I'm a vet tech. So, That creates a question. What is atropine for? Atropine is given to increase heart rate, especially when a patient is under anesthesia. So if he had atropine in this fancy jar too. Dmitry Kovalev. That's a very weird, specific...
It was Kovalev's fingerprint on the murder weapon, huh?
What did I tell you?
Knew it. You still think we can't clear this one?
I wouldn't start
suppose they would
yet. We'll never get to
maybe
him.
have
He
to put
basically
you
never steps
under
outside
anesthesia
You do
to transfer
believe
your
this is a
body.
murder now?
Well, yes.
Theoretically.
Special announcement. Engine problems have been reported aboard Icarus, which is currently flying over Brooklyn. We ask residents
If
of
their
the
heart
borough
rate
to stay
or
at
blood
home
pressure
and shelter in
drops, we
place.
give them
There is
atropine,
no need to
depending on
worry.
what
Insurance for
pre-medications were
bodily
given to
injuries
raise
will
it
be
back
fully
up.
applicable.
So I'm thinking he had an overdose. It would be weird, though, for him to have it just
James,
nonchalantly,
did you hear
though.
the announcement?
I even felt it.
The announcement hit my house.
Damn, you're that close to it? Are you all right? The newsfeed said it crashed into a building and that it's about to fall into a chasm.
That was my building.
We can't pass up a fucking golden opportunity like this.
Pass up a go. No, wait, James, are you crazy?
Too late, bye!
I'm getting on that blimp. And then my house just tips over.
The bar was named Icarus and met its end fittingly. I didn't have time to savor the irony. An impossible chance to get Kovalev has just fallen out from the sky.
He could have
into
either
my very
worked in the
lap.
medical field or someone with
Or at least
access
my
to
very
a medical
neighborhood.
field did it. Kovalov apparently is a smuggler of drugs. But Green seems to have an interest in this immortality, like this body transferring. So I'm wondering if he just transferred his body, like went under
James,
anesthesia, transferred his
hearing
body, and
this?
then used it
Fire
to wake
department on
up.
site. Ambulance is in 13 minutes.
But
Secure
then
the
obviously
area.
had
Do not go inside. I say
extra
again,
to
do not go
kill the
inside.
body. Question
like good
mark,
advice.
you know. Because he would have to make it look like a death, but if he's trying to like fake his death. Am I inside of a giant? Yeah, I'm in a blimp. There's nothing wrong here. This seems safe.
All you sons of bitches in Brooklyn,
You don't
hold
need to
your
be
position.
under anesthesia to
And
have
get the crowd
atropine.
pushed back before it comes down on top
True.
of them.
I mean, yeah, I guess it could just be like, oh, I have
What? You
bad
allergic to orders?
blood pressure.
Yes, I am.
I think yeah, how it works in the medical field, so I'm sure it's used even when people aren't under. It would just be the easiest thing, and I'm assuming it would be. For some reason, I'm lagging out. This blimp, this toilet has so much pixels. Why is there a record in the toilet? Who put this record here? It was very specific. Oh, now I can turn on my flashlight. The enemy of prosperity. Then there could be that, where like atropine could just be... Because the fact... Apparently it was an unknown substance. And atropine, if it's used in like medical things like that, why would it be an unknown substance and that I had to like get for analysis something? Like, I don't know. Just a little warm in here. It's fine. A little toasty. I think I know what's lagging the game out. Just pass on through. Nope. All this fire detail. When I was younger, a few people told me that if your CD or DVD was scratched or not working, to put it in the toilet and flush, and I did. And sometimes it worked. Huh. I mean, I guess theoretically it could have just been like dirt or like also, what was your question? It's less of a question, more or less just like trying to analyze, because the fact that this was apparently an unknown substance that needed analyzed, the atropine needed analyzed, and this is the year 2329. I was using like some freaky technology to like rebuild the crime scene. So the fact that they couldn't just immediately detect, you know, I'm trying to get in the head of this world where it's like, is atropine apparently immediately is bad for the Icarite, which Icarite is used for putting people's subconscious into another body or whatever the heck, question mark. This is a big rabbit hole. So atropine would be illegal, logically. Atropine would no longer be something that you would use, and you would use something else to build up someone's, like, anesthesia. Or they just don't use, you know, like clearly this isn't something that would be used anymore, because if it potentially kills your Icarite, question mark, whatever the heck that means, you wouldn't be able to reincarnate, basically. You wouldn't be able to come back. You would perma-die. So, like, yeah, it's this weird thought of just why would he have this in such a fancy container, too. Like, there's clearly a reason. But I guess we are pretty early in the game. But knowing that atropine is such a, like, semi-common medical field thing is pretty good to know. A great gesture from a great man. Edward Green sponsors Central Park exhibition. This Friday, treasures commemorating the heritage of the old continent will fill Central Park. Free admission for all New York citizens. New York residents. Thanks to the generosity of well-known politician and philanthropist Edward Green. Pastor V. This is the same. This is the same paper. So yeah, Edward Green is the guy that died. He's a philanthropist and politician, and he seemed very interested in the whole, you know, reincarnation bit, being able to transfer your mind into another body and living forever. Alethea 111.1 FM, aware citizen, aware society. Government authorized. So the government is restricting certain forms of media. This room is lagging my game out horrendously. Scandalously perfect. I might have to turn down the graphics. It's a beautiful game, but it makes me wonder if streaming it at the same time is causing too much to be processed.
It seems they didn't wait for the gravity to do the killing.
Propofol is another frequently used injection. Makes you sleepy and you fall asleep, but it only lasts enough time to set up for surgery, or in my case, a pet to be intubated.
Little late for that.
To pass oxygen and anesthesia through. Michael Jackson overdosed on it, not sure how.
Oh shit. What the
This
fuck?
bar exploded.
Question. Help me identify Kovalev. I bet his corpse will open right up if we ask it all nice-like.
Apparently, is Kovalev a part of the victims? Well, before we do that, I need to turn down the freaking graphics, I think, because something does not like being in here. Okay, it's still a little choppy, but a lot better than it was. Is that a dude's arm? No, that's a piece of wood. Which I do wonder if, like, they are going to go down the route of, like, oh, they were doing, like, Because, I mean, clearly it has to be like a surgery. To transfer your consciousness to one person to another, I mean, surely you would have to go under some form of, like, well, that guy got stabbed in the head, so clearly something's up. I'm gonna go out on the limb.
Seriously? No, it's not
and
him.
say that there was a murder. But yeah, it'd be weird if they just kind of pulled a hard left on me and was like, yo, this guy just had heart problems and he needed, and he OD'd accidentally or something like that.
Drenched in his own blood.
This isn't Kovalev.
How many pictures of dead people do I need?
That's all that's left of the bar. Guess I was late for the ride.
Yeah, too bad you missed your chance to die screaming in a fire.
I bet the contents of this bar cost more than the place itself.
There's too much
feeling when
fire details.
Something exists, so you don't need it, but as soon as you see it,
Pouring from a bottle is such a hard job.
depends how much you drink.
Yeah. You might need to pour the bottle a lot. You're gonna hire a robot to do that. Yo, are you the guy I'm looking for?
How about this one?
That's not him either.
It's not even
Kovalev
his
is fatter.
face. It's the the back of his head.
Moving on to reconstruction.
James, we don't have time.
Sarah, I'm going to find out what happened here, full stop. Understand?
Okay, sure.
So I guess that's every dead body in the room. Okay, that looks like a dead body to me. Is there any evidence from before the bar explosion? Now we're gonna travel back in time.
Shit. Loss.
Don't worry, I'm sure everyone here can afford new bodies.
Fuck them. I'm just talking about the booze.
Not all this alcohol. So there was a huge explosion. And a lot of people died. Apparently also a thing somewhere around here. There we go. There was a safe?
Inside. The contents should have survived. Shit. Do you recognize this?
But it has the same, yeah.
What's inside?
James, don't even think.
We have to reconstruct the lock.
I'm gonna get in there. It seems important.
Fuck. It's as far back as it'll go.
So we don't know what caused the explosion.
Not yet.
James, if Kovalev finds out,
This whole place is about to fall apart and take Kovalev's secrets with it. I'm not about to let that bastard get away from me again.
hey, if you fall, I'll say you acted alone. I'm fucking serious.
Fine. Let's get to work.
What happened before the bar explosion? Well, yeah, there's a dead guy here. What the heck's up with his, like, what's with this guy?
Ugh, what a horrible way to die.
Fear of fire?
I have such a phobia. Just the sight of a match will make him piss himself.
And he'll never light a cigar again.
How important is it to reconstruct this guy's death?
Runs like clockwork. You recognize him?
John Park? The third one in the photo with Green. The main shareholder of Demmer?
Fucking Demmer.
I really don't like Demmer. I don't know who Demmer is still. Looks like he broke a few
Ribs
things.
completely crushed. Multiple minor injuries.
Multiple minor injuries. He's burnt to a crisp.
He's covered in some kind of flammable shit.
What does it look like to you?
Something exploded right next to him. Concussive force broke all his bones. Intense heat set him on fire.
Shit.
Ammonium
Poor bastard
sulfate
really
mixed with
suffered.
ethylene
suffering's nothing new.
glycol nitrate.
Especially for people who eat Demer food.
Can you find the source of the explosion?
As long as this shit glows under UV light, yeah, I think so.
Coincidentally, everything here does. There's so much UV light going on around here. Are you covered in it? No.
Looks like the center of the blast was in this lounge.
He's all the way over there, though. What, he got hit by it and then wandered over? Oh, he blew up, launched. Wasn't he, like, standing up, though? He moved that far. He got flung that far and just gets right back up.
What was... Huh? What'd you say?
Nothing. Just that we better get a move on.
Martin Roy, the owner of the New York Liberation Stadium?
Shit. He seemed like a decent guy.
You knew him?
Nah, not really. He shook my hand a few times in the old life, that's all.
I don't know who this man is.
A scarf. I saw this pattern somewhere. You know, from the photo? From a speed camera?
It's a scarf. But, yes, indeed.
That guy has
Jane
a better
Salma had
memory
a
than I
similar
do,
one.
because I do not remember that.
Uh-huh. But, it's just a scarf. Besides, there's no sign of Salma's presence.
No, not yet.
It is weird on how much she, like, shoots down, like, any form of evidence I bring up. You got anything weird going on?
Weird. I can't read the Icarite.
Destroyed?
Doesn't look that way. I just can't access it.
The guy doesn't have Icarite. Which would be really freaky. It sounds like everybody does. And then he exploded.
I see a code on the hand. Will you check it?
Expensive bodies don't usually have those.
Could have been a recent purchase, maybe? Just hadn't gotten around to removing the serial number yet?
Huh. Weird. It's unregistered, but the body was bought by Phalanx for... Holy shit! For $4 million bucks?
$4 million.
For a bodyguard. Sarah, meet Mr. Miller.
You think that's the owner of the company?
Not only that, arms dealer, smuggler. Don't bother looking in the system. You won't find anything. This asshole works for the government.
When does this character, you know, do the whole, like, hey, we're in
I don't
too
believe
deep
it.
bit?
Do people like this always keep secret papers just lying around for anyone to see?
Yes.
Looks like the law on lowering the age of free subscription is just the beginning.
What? They want to make it even lower?
And add tons of taxes. I'd say it's a long-term plan.
Have they gone fucking insane? They can't do that.
Roy was planning to distract the crowd.
Roy was planning the games. Did you read about that? He wanted to distract the crowd. Miller was probably supposed to protect the rich.
Someone sure fucked those plans up. Oh, just breaks my heart.
I wouldn't say fucked up. Delayed, maybe. Do you know sooner or later they'll resurface in new bodies? At least it ought to take them a while.
Right. Well, in any case, the longer the plan takes to get started, the better it'll be for the rest of us.
Well, they all blew up, so it might take them a little while. Just a wee smidge.
fuckers. Whoever blew them up may have had a point.
You got that right.
How? Okay, so this reconstruction is done, I think. Nothing's here. So we might have to move on to a different chunk. Which we can easily do.
What do you think?
He was skewered. Yeah.
Accidents happen to people. Just bad luck.
I'd say his luck was a little worse than bad.
Just a bad situation, you know? Sometimes you get skewered. Sometimes you don't. The guy had a gun. I didn't see that. But okay, we're analyzing the pole, not the gun.
Not much force. I didn't stand a chance.
I don't even know what I'm looking at here.
Came from someplace else.
Oh, I guess probably from the neon sign. The freaking bottle pouring robot killed somebody. That has to be one of the parts. It has to be. Malfunctions, hucks pole into guy.
Ever seems to be losing altitude.
Until he finally hit the neon sign.
The ads in the city are deadly effective.
Ugh, James, I'm begging you.
The fact that I'm standing in a burning blimp,
got something on his neck.
Cutting jokes says a lot about the character. Nils Dean with a huge amount of numbers. 632118463 03032201 03032201 I guess could be a year. Apparently I'm not. Apparently I don't want to examine it.
Check it out.
It's, one of ours? Agent from the department.
How the fuck did he get in here?
Jealous?
Yeah, a little.
So he was a cop. Question mark. Hey, could have, you know, he could have been crooked or something, you know?
Gunshot wounds.
Yeah, this was definitely not an accident.
So the explosion like just happened. He gets shot in the back? In the front?
He came from this side, bleeding heavily.
The marks will be visible under UV.
Thanks, detective.
Turns out blood is under UV. The one thing that does make sense.
What do you make of this wound?
Adrenaline's a hell of a drug. The blood trail leads all the way to the lounges. He must have come from there.
Yeah, it looks like he came from here. So he gets hit in the leg?
Got hit in the air. Had a hard landing.
Gets hit in the leg, drops, walks over, hits sign, gets impaled. What are we analyzing now?
Tough guy. He kept his cool.
For all the good it did him.
Let's see where he jumped from.
I was already doing that. It feels like a lot of filler detail for this guy.
Up.
Is this more of the undercover's blood?
Nah, he would have bled out. Must belong to the guy next door. Check the DNA for me.
No data available. Shit. That's gotta be some big fish.
I'll take photos. We'll identify him later.
We'll, you know, hang on. We gotta get a really nice photo.
Nailed him right through the head.
And the body.
What is that? A brand name?
Could be.
FK.
Maybe somebody's initials.
How's his shoes? How's his shoes look?
Damaged. Someone shot through the suitcase lock. I'll check for ballistic trajectories.
The fact that this isn't like in the center.
The side of the bar erupted in a hail of hot lead. Turned the lounges into Swiss cheese.
Into what?
People used to talk like that. I heard in some movie.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You're a movie buff.
But she will remember eventually. I feel like she's, you know, she's growing to me, right? Like, you know, I feel like there's a connection that's gonna happen at some point. So he was hit across the bar.
They sat there in the lounge, all cloak and dagger and hushed tones, until the spray of bullets caught them flat-footed.
Now he's doing a parody of a parody. So yeah, explosion, I'm assuming. Explosion and then gunfire. He gets hit, he gets nicked.
He managed to scram. Agile body, fast reaction time. Grade B, maybe even A.
Where did he get the money for that?
We're still analyzing this guy.
The bullet turned his brain to mush. It'll take years to reconstruct his Icarite.
James, can you get into the suitcase?
I could probably bash on it or something.
Okay. Lock works. Let's see.
At least we know where he got
Money.
the money for that hot rod body.
You've never been tempted to...
No, no, put it down.
She's lying.
Yeah, just asking.
Why is our agent neck deep in this? What's his fucking deal?
Hey, I remember that agent.
Apparently I've seen him before.
From Rachel's case.
James.
No, listen. If he's the guy hired to do the dirty work with Rachel, and he was up to no good here, too.
We really don't have time for this.
Right, okay. I'll haul ass. I don't think we'll get any more out of the Swiss cheese lounge.
Let's move on.
But I'm not even remotely interested in the gunfire. Which seems strange.
There's blood. I'll turn on the UV.
The trajectory, I don't want to follow that in any way.
Kovalev's prints are everywhere.
Well, it is his bar.
Looks like he spilled a few bloody
But at least I
mirrors.
found Kovalev.
Traces lead here. Some unidentified substance.
Same one that set Park on fire.
Kovalev started walking from this spot. Making like a faucet. More than
He
that,
exploded
they've
from this spot. But I had an outer body experience. Oh, there we go. For some reason it wasn't hitting the mark, I guess. It's a little too close.
Someone shot him.
Who shoots a bartender? It'll become a suicide.
Chief will probably file a suicide report.
Yeah,
no
there we
matter
go.
what. I'll figure out where the shots came from.
The character apparently has sass.
Got the latest generation? One that picks up the trajectory of bullets?
Relax. I'm old-fashioned, but I make exceptions for toys that make my job easier.
I guess I need to go to the spot. Seems to be all the way up here.
The attacker shot from the stage.
Any thoughts on who did the shooting?
Probably this dead guy.
here who'd make a decent suspect.
Let's ask this guy.
He's great at playing a dead guy. Really in character. The caliber matches the gun fired.
Is it him?
He shot Kovalev before he got hit himself.
We have to reconstruct this guy. So he shoots first, question mark, gets shot, dies, becomes a madhouse. There's an explosion, some more stuff happens.
Can you check the DNA?
Body's assigned to a user named Edmund Christo Basmond.
Means
that
nothing.
Doesn't tell me anything.
Yeah, I didn't figure it would. He works for Phalanx.
Miller's livestock.
So we're getting a bit of like a corporation thing going on here. We got like Phalanx and Demone or whatever the heck. I can't remember the one company's name.
He fired 4 shots before he fell to the ground.
But only one hit Kovalev.
Who shot Kovalev? Well, I mean, we already
Why was a security guard shooting at Kovalev?
Good question. Something provoked him. He must have been startled to have such shitty aim. Right in the Icarite. Whoever tapped him was a fucking excellent shot.
So now the question is, who?
Exactly. So long, Edmund Christo Basmond.
How can we connect it all?
Ballistics points to Kovalev opening fire on the guests.
Logic
I'll
would say
check around the
bullet.
bar again.
Oh, the explosive. Feels like a huge one. We have a shell.
45 caliber.
No shit.
That's what I figured. Kovalev used a Tommy gun. Nothing like the classics.
Yet somehow a Tommy gun is still in classic sense. You would think you would use a more modern gun, you know. What's Kovalov doing before the bar explosion? Shooting.
Shoot his own people.
It had to do with the law. It had to do with green. I guess it would be the law.
Like the political direction these guys were taking?
Pretty radical expression of opinions.
But yeah, because, like, this is already weird because, I mean, yeah, like, so far there's no real correlation to green except for that safe. Which I guess is the fun thing I have to figure out.
Started with Kovalev. First, he served a cocktail he whipped up himself. He treated the next guest with a hail of bullets. And finally earned a bullet himself from Oscar Winnow Edmundo. Kovalev gave as good as he got. He finished off the crooked UC.
It's all just...
He just started shooting
so
people at random.
unnecessary.
Or not at random,
Necessary
but...
or not, in the end, the neon got him.
He was, you know, he knew who he was shooting. He didn't seem like he was discombobulated or anything.
He got hit hard. We're lucky. You know what they say. Follow the trail of blood.
Nobody says that.
I say that. I already forget the lady's name, by the way. It's like Sarah or something like that. I can't remember.
I was right.
Time to break out the UV lamp.
We've got a lead. The trail leads to this guy.
Another suicide?
As far as the chief's concerned, without a doubt. We've got Kovalev's prints.
Nothing like a knife to the forehead to be like a suicide. So, Kovalev, yeah, he goes from shooting people to stabbing people.
It wasn't just his drinks that had a kick.
Who's the knifer?
Zacharites cut. I'll check the blood.
Another one of Miller's bodyguards.
Seriously, where does he get these guys?
And why are they dropping like flies?
Nice display of bravado.
I bet he was in the army. You don't get reflexes like that just from a body. It takes training, years of it. I'd also say he had to use the knife, because I think by then he'd lost his gun.
It's all just very weird right now, though, because again, like, and maybe it's just because we're doing reconstruction in chunks, but like, it all just seems like everything, there's no, like, yeah, there's no real connection as of right now. It's just like everything just started to happen all at once.
The impact knocked Kovalev off balance. Dropped something. Something new.
Dynamite.
Think he blew himself up?
Nah, I doubt it.
Why is it in a comedic stick form? The fact that we double back and forth, too, is something that I've noticed. He drops another stick of dynamite?
How much did he have?
This guy's full of dynamite. He stabs him with a stick of dynamite. It's also weird on how stuff like that just, like, disappears. Don't tell me you dropped another stick of dynamite.
And we're following the trail of blood.
Kovalov is just Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah, like they say you're supposed to.
I can't.
There's so much blood. And fire and everything else.
He really didn't like this job.
Loves blood. Okay, well the bar's whole again. For now.
Why didn't he blow himself up sooner?
Good question.
Dynamite sticks. He's covered in dynamite. He gets hit, jumps over the railing.
Here, you got hit again.
But he just keeps going.
Kovalev got shot a few times, but he kept going.
The reconstruction's complete. Get the safe.
At this point,
why did he want to blow himself up here?
You already have all the data. Open the fucking safe before it all collapses.
Roger that.
I mean, yeah, still, that's a good question.
The safe should work again.
But I guess the safe could be the answer. It's full of alcohol.
Is it a real scotch?
Are you crazy? Go!
Sure.
The universe has presented us with a gift. We gotta respect the universe. It's a card. There's something on it.
Would I not want to take the evidence? You know?
You're out of time. Take what you have to take and run.
Just take it all.
There's something else there.
There's no time.
Why am I saying it out loud?
See this? Green wrote to Kovalev.
I see. Now, do you want to be scraped off the
I
pavement?
feel his breath on my neck.
I can think of better ways to spend the evening.
Something.
Could Green and Kovalev been working together? And why did the fucking bartender want to blow himself up in this particular place? What was he hoping to accomplish?
I don't know how to get out of here.
What the fuck? Sarah, are you there?
Who would have thought that the fly that was buzzing over Green's corpse would get stuck on Icarus?
Why is he doing like a poor Heath Ledger Joker impersonation?
Who's this?
The question is,
Let's do the
what can I
classic.
do for you, and how much can I help you understand? Buzz yourself around the ripest corpse, the one you missed.
Which
You'll
corpse?
need to be more precise.
There are several corpses.
There's a lot of
Close
dead
to
people.
Kovalev. Close enough to take him out with an explosion.
Time could be the net the bastard was trying to trap me in. I had to act fast. Looks like a bigwig.
Did you find him? What kind of shape is he in?
Is he even close to Kovalev?
Just a temporary state for bigwigs like him, unfortunately.
He died from the explosion. Why was Kovalev so determined to kill this guy?
He almost got away, didn't he? Do you recognize him?
Wait a minute. George Boyle, CTC director.
From the rotten family that invented the Icarite.
His signature was on the documents from the lounge.
He and the others found a way to strip the poor of their bodies to pad the pockets of rich assholes.
He's just another dead asshole to me. What do you want?
You have a unique chance to get justice. Desynchronize him. Buy some time for the poor people.
You think it's just this?
Yeah, this would...
An Icarite and a corpse?
Yes. If you shoot him through a Zikarite, he'll suffer. And more importantly, no more body taxes. It will take months, maybe years, before he gets back on his feet. You gave time to people who really need it.
This feels like this wouldn't be the thing, you know, like... Clearly, we could be the detective taking things into our own hand, but you know, we have to prove that we're better, kind of thing, right? So we can't go. Which, by the way,
right.
I would just be buying time. He's not even going to be gone.
Souls that will go to the memory bank. You can buy them time. Just pull the trigger.
He really wants me to do it. Ugh. It seems like the weird decision to do what the guy in the voice in my head is saying. What if I'm just hallucinating? What if I'm crazy?
Really? No guts? Who are cops here to defend? People like Boyle? Or innocent folks? This is a chance for some justice.
But I keep coming back. What if I just keep pushing no? And it's like, no, you have to do it. What if that is the thing? Apparently third time's a charm.
Are you on their side? What, they brainwashed you? Come on, pull the trigger. Come on!
Fuck you. I'm nobody's puppet.
Yes, you are. They own you. You proved it.
The fact that he's having, like, physical recoil from it all, too, it's like... I don't think that was a phone call. I think that was just his own brain. I see nothing wrong with this. Freaking eating the hood of this car.
Almost.
I almost died. Twice? I mean, yeah, everything about that was just a little off.
So great body on a great hand, and damn was I right. Instead of dead, I was ahead for once, and ready to break the case of the century.
Now I have a fancy playing card.
Hey, Chief. Did you hear they served scotch with lead at Icarus?
I didn't hear anything. Especially not from you. Because you weren't fucking there.
I got some evidence. Ties to Green.
I'm doing
solid.
good detective work, Chief.
First you send me that bullshit report, and now you got evidence. You listen to me right now. You weren't there. Understand? And we're not talking now either. In fact, I haven't spoken to you since the accident. Got it?
Chief.
Nope. That's it. I'm pulling you off this case. Steiner out.
I'm doing police work here, though, Chief. What the heck? Whoa. Oh. Thought I was looking, like, up.
Crusty old bastard. Why do you have to throw me off the case?
This guy just hates stuff. Somebody bribed him. He got cold feet. It's my fault. I mean, honestly, somebody probably did bribe him. I mean, again, the fact that he was just so gung-ho of like, no.
There's an old saying, if you can't tell what's going on, it's about
like,
money.
He was always
Steiner's a
trying to
decent
prevent me
guy,
from
but
determining it was a homicide.
Everyone in the city has a price. No doubt about it, this case smells worse than a 2-week-old corpse in a storm drain. So many victims. Who's really behind it all?
I don't know his name, but I can already tell what kind of man he is.
Depraved rich asshole, a pseudo-revolutionary, a self-proclaimed judge. It would definitely be one of these two. I don't think he himself is rich. He's definitely a self-proclaimed judge.
Delusional little fuck. Wants to be judge, jury, and executioner all by his lonesome. Buries the needle on crazy. I try to stop thinking about it. Try to back away. Shut it down. For one simple reason.
I can't expose Sarah. The trail's gone cold. Orders are orders. I mean, as much as, like, I can't expose Sarah, I mean, she's a cop. And I feel like orders are orders is not something that I would care about.
I'll tell you one
Feels
thing
like
for
it's gone
damn
cold.
sure. If I knew where to look for that prick, fucking nothing would stop me. This city has a disease. Something festering. Somewhere deep down. Underneath the routine of concrete and steel. Below the predatory grin of the neon lights, an infection has set in. It's like everybody.
I feel like that statement has been said a lot in
night after
cyberpunk.
night. I know the dream.
Dystopian.
The one that makes me wake up drenched in sweat, heart about to crack open, scream locked in my throat.
When I'm falling, something's chasing me, losing control. I mean, I feel like I'm losing control. I'm seeing, like, blue veins on the floor.
When my whole world
I'm going crazy.
out of control and flies
My
apart.
brain is melting.
No matter how hard I try to keep it together.
I need help. I feel tormented.
Oh, fuck.
I was looking up.
This has been one supremely shitty day.
It's very confusing.
Just the thing to help get through it.
I stole a scotch. Okay, I'm hoping this is a good stopping point, because we're pretty deep in. I guess we'll find out how much I have to go back. I'm really hoping it's saved, but yeah, I'm digging the game. Nobody wants to die. I enjoy a good detective game every now and then. There's obviously a few caveats that I have of it. Like, again, there's a lot of, like, bouncing back and forth between different chains of evidence. So it can feel a little dislocating, a little confusing. But overall, I would like to think that it'll start to become a little bit more free-formed. Maybe? Who knows? But, yeah, sadly, We've come to the end. I plan on doing more of this tomorrow, just because, I mean, again, I'm enjoying it. I clearly want to see the big payout, the big reveal. I'm hoping we can do it in another stream and we don't have to do a third one. I don't want it to take too much, you know, out of other games that we might have planned, but I figured I think this game's only about like 6-ish hours, if I'm wrong, from what I've seen. I don't think it's super long, so I'm hoping we can get through it. But yeah. It was great to see everybody swing by. Hopefully everyone enjoyed it as well as I did. You know, if you haven't already, swing by the VOD channel. Tell some people about it. Tell some people about this channel. The support is always greatly appreciated. And yeah, I will be on tomorrow. Same time, same place, 5 p.m. EST. And hopefully we find out who killed Mr. Green. It feels like a game of Clue, you know. But I will see you all then.